And
And
what
for
thing
some
would
reason,
that be?
I didn't want to close my game, but apparently I'm going to have to do that now because now my game sound is playing through my speakers and not through my headphones. And now it's working properly.
I mean, you could just unplug the speakers.
Or mute the game.
Either or.
I actually have the game that I'm currently playing muted, so no one.
Oh,
Because
what's
your
that? You're
microphone-
playing Mega Man NT thing?
That's actually not what I'm playing.
Because I can totally hear it in the background. Because you didn't mute it. Haha.
Nick, why do you keep on wanting to watch my broadcast or whatever?
That was once to try and get your attention.
It's not a great service, by the way. Steam streaming service is not great.
I mean, yeah.
Steam isn't really meant to stream.
And yet
It
they
lags.
have the option. I mean, if you want to show your friends something, then it's fine, and you don't have to, like, open up a Twitch stream or whatnot.
If you want to show your friends something at 5 frames per second, it's fine.
Or, you know, you could just send them a picture.
Just take a screenshot.
Yeah?
That's the same shit.
Anyway, it's Japan time number 51.
You see, now this is a conflict of personality, Nick.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I'm confused now. Is it still Japan time? Is it Nick Sucks? Have we totally rebranded? Are we going back?
How
Have
the
we ever
fuck am
left?
I supposed to know? We're flip-flopping all the time.
It's always the Nick Sucks podcast.
Or
I don't know
the
what you're talking
democratically voted leader of this podcast, considering you record it and edit it and shit, since no one else wanted to. So, I'm saying it's up to you.
Alright. Yeah, super fun time, Japan time. Per Iggy's request, I've said the name of the podcast in the podcast. Also, this is being recorded on 11/25/2017, also known as November 25th, 2017.
Hey, so if we're going for the Japan time, can we stop using the weird warped intro?
No. I worked hard on that.
Yeah, great, but it's also weird.
Yeah, that's the point.
I like the normal one better.
You're just not used to the new one yet.
I'm the only one that watches the podcast. I'm the only one that can be fucking used to it or not.
I occasionally watch it, but not like the whole thing. Usually for like the funny parts I know that are there.
Fucking, so like once every 12 podcast?
Ayo.
Get better content, fuckers.
I will accept that.
Nick.
So, yes?
Well, I know, fuck it. This is a conversation for later. Let's do the intros.
Okay, hi, I'm Nick, or Super. Nobody calls me Super.
Because
I
you're
mean,
stupid. That's
yeah. I mean, you're super at certain things if those certain things are failing everyone's expectations.
That's me, the failure.
Good God. Iggy the Alien, otherwise known as Iggy, because my real name is apparently harder to say.
Dominic.
Iggy. It's one
ASP
syllable.
Ian, also known as just Ian.
And
You do
then
things, I
Mega
guess.
says his.
I'm Mega. I was about to say that, but
Okay,
Nick started
Mega,
talking.
you can calm down now. Your turn's over.
Really loud there.
I am?
No, he's talking to Mega like he raised his voice and everything. He was basically yelling.
Man,
Oh,
Mega,
no.
Mega,
I
Mega, calm
feel like
down, okay?
yelling,
Mega,
but I
Mega,
don't
please,
wanna.
just,
I
if you
have
could
to
please
do
just
something
calm down,
like-
that'd be great.
Just sound
Oh.
off.
And as per
Okay.
usual, the last one is Pie Man, and his shtick is he doesn't say his name. That's everyone.
Yay!
Congratulations, we did it. Good
Hooray.
podcast. That was our podcast. It's been only 17 minutes, but you haven't seen like most of it because we decided to cut most of it.
Mhm.
So
Also,
everyone meet up next time
because
next week.
somebody
Anime was okay.
Wasn't here yet. We talked about eggnog. That was fun. Apparently, it's
Yeah.
not always alcoholic.
It's mostly not. Mostly not.
Who knew?
I did.
not
Chris did.
Not alcoholic.
Not
I
always,
mean,
anyway.
Granted, he just had it. Apparently.
I
So,
did.
there's something I want to ask the podcast in general.
Oh, God.
What the fuck kind of podcast are we?
We are
Answer.
a
Answer.
comedy, gaming, lifestyle, anime, movie, everything cast. Oh, science as well?
The answer is, we have no idea.
We fuck around.
Yeah.
We
That's
just
exactly.
talk about random stuff podcast. Pretty much.
I've been watching a lot of podcasts recently. I've been jumping from podcast to podcast. Everything has like a singular theme. It's like, we're going to talk about this thing for like an hour. Whereas we're going to talk about everything that doesn't matter for 7.
Yeah.
I mean, that's mainly because we don't really focus on one thing specifically. Like, as a person.
As a people.
Yeah,
As a people.
as a people.
I think that's actually grammatically correct, although don't fucking quote me on that. Just saying it because it sounded funny.
Like, we
Like
don't
being
restrict
grammatically
ourselves.
correct. What is this madness?
Like, we don't restrict ourselves to one topic. We just talk about what we're interested in.
Pretty much.
Are we interested in our own lives?
That's a good question.
I mean,
That's
there
a
has to
very
be
good
some
question.
type of base that's built around the podcast, so that way we can go off on those tangents.
Maybe. I'm inclined to say probably not.
Our bouts
At the
of
very
madness.
least, maybe if that's correct, maybe it would have been more advantageous to have a better base. But at this point, fuck it. We are what we are.
Mhm.
Literally.
We are what we are.
And we're more or less proud of it.
I am wholeheartedly proud of it, thank you.
All right.
Is something the matter with that, Iggy, being proud?
No. I mean, nothing wrong with being proud. It's just what you take your pride in, I guess.
That's why I said more or less.
Yeah, the more or less is typically correct. We're not going to... not a big spoiler, but I don't think ours is the best podcast on the block.
Oh.
How?
Whoa.
I mean,
I think-
TLG
I think we're-
seems to think so.
I think we're barely above the Sonic fan podcast.
Sonic fan podcast.
You see,
Yeah, those guys are weird.
on the most recent podcast that just went up, like, maybe 3 minutes... No, like...
Did we get 3 views? Oh, that's something.
No, but TLG has said that this is the best podcast on Earth.
What was the last one that went up?
Today, number 50.
Today? Went up today?
Yeah, like 30 minutes ago.
Fuck.
What?
I was able to watch through the whole video then.
You see,
Yeah.
he's magic.
Wait, was that the one we just did? That has to be the one we just did.
Yes, it is.
Best podcast on Earth. Well, that's a blatant lie.
I mean, I
Wait.
did reply. You have a
Wait.
podcast too, don't you?
Nick uploaded a podcast
Yes.
within a week of the podcast.
No, I didn't.
There wasn't
Or-
a podcast last
It's
week.
been a week and a day. No, has it been a week? Oh no, it has been a week. Huh, shit. Good job.
What is this madness? Nick was on time with something?
Alright, now hang on a second. I've been on time with at least 5 other podcasts.
You know, the first 5. When they were
Maybe.
all like half an hour to an hour long.
And I did put too much time into editing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point being, you're
Point
probably
being,
better off if
suck.
somehow you're someone on the internet, and we've said this many a time before, who has found yourself somehow here via the weird YouTube algorithms, abandon ship.
Abandon all hope.
Run.
Maybe? Yeah, sure.
Run for your life.
Do not
Unless
be
you really
partners.
like to hear about the lives of people you'll never meet or never really care about, talking about anime and
And other
their lives.
crap.
Yeah. And we don't even get to that shit for like 3 hours.
Yeah. We don't get to the interesting stuff very quickly.
It's all going to be talking about turkey and pie today.
But what
Yeah,
kind
those-
of pie? And what
Well-
kind of turkey?
Pecan.
Yeah.
And pecan turkey as well.
Pecan turkey? What is this madness?
Well, you see, it's turkey, except it's made with a pecan braising, which, by the way, is very weird.
What is...
You basically emulsify the pecans into, like, this sauce, which is, like, gooey, but at the same time, it's... With the heat, it starts to melt onto everything, and it just becomes, like, weirdly delicious.
Are you talking about an actual process of something? Because I'm not sure. not
Emulsification is an actual thing, yes.
Why do you... Okay, whatever.
Nick's a terrible person.
Just roll with it.
So,
Basically,
Mega, how was your Thanksgiving?
emulsification is just breaking down of, like, material.
I'm going to do my joke again. Mega, how was your Thanksgiving?
Mine was last month.
Way to spoil the fun.
Come on,
Like-
Mega. We're supposed to
I
all
don't-
be on the
I
same
don't
wavelength.
remember how my Thanksgiving
Mega,
went.
be a
You
patriot.
don't remember how your
American, man.
Thanksgiving went? What?
I probably just sat on my ass and played games.
Not very patriotic right now.
Do you not remember what you did 2 days ago?
I worked.
Okay. That's not
That's a
very
start.
exciting.
The joke here is that Mega's from the land of Canada, eh?
Yep.
And
Canada,
they
eh?
and they
Canada,
don't
eh?
have Thanksgiving there. Because they're filthy mongrels.
They're filthy Mongols, yes.
Yeah,
I thought they had
Mongols.
something like
Mongol
Thanksgiving, but it
warriors.
was like a couple weeks ago.
It was.
What?
It was like a month ago. Mega could
In
talk
a-
all about it.
Yeah, in great
Yeah.
detail. In fact, we're going to segment off 30 minutes just to have him talk about it.
All right, timer starts now. Mega, how was your Thanksgiving last Monday?
Last Monday, what?
Last Monday.
Last month day, whatever.
Last month day.
Boring.
Month. Happy month day.
Well, we finished in a surprising amount of time. Record-breaking, actually. Someone called Guinness.
What did we finish?
Mega's 30-minute presentation about his fucking heretic Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Heretic Thanksgiving.
I mean, it's non-standard, so it's obviously heretical.
I mean, it does work.
So, Mega, are you gonna talk or what?
I'm actually trying to figure something out in the game.
Why would he
now.
talk? We're fucking forcing him to a thing he doesn't know.
Yes, that's
Yep.
why he needs to talk for us to stop being able to force him.
Well, you know, I could just ask how was everyone's week?
We ate turkey and went to food comas, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't
Doesn't-
call it a coma. I would call it like.
I've
sleep.
been asleep for 3 days.
3 days. What about the times that we were playing together?
That was my spirit.
Didn't know your spirit could play a video game.
Astral projection is a
Spirited.
very useful skill to have.
How do you not use that all the time? And why for something so minimal as fucking playing a game?
I was in a coma.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. What are the
Makes
rules
sense.
of this astral projection?
You see, this is your problem. You ask too many questions. You just gotta roll with things.
How the hell am I supposed to roll with an astral projection?
Just do.
Like, you
Simply
tuck, tuck in your knees, bend down your head, and then start rolling.
I mean, that works to help me roll, but I'm not an astral projection.
And then- I don't...
That was that.
Did Nick just ascend into the nth realm? What just happened?
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe he
I-
did.
I realize that I am actually an astral projection, and I can do whatever I want.
Well, no, I mean, there are rules.
There are
there's a
still
whole
rules.
astral
You've never
police.
explained them to me, therefore they do not exist.
Listen,
I'm gonna go fly into the
If
ether.
most major anime don't
know-
need to explain their shit, I don't
But
need to explain anything.
actually, it technically has a point because remember the first D&D game, and Chris.
Vaguely.
No, dude. That was the best.
Iggy wasn't there for most of Chris's ghostiness.
I got regaled with tales of people that were overpowered, and Nick having to fucking hotfix the game.
D-power.
Yeah, he had
Hold
to hotfix the game.
Yeah,
What
see,
is
turns
D-power,
out
yeah?
that when a player character that can't die by normal means is allowed to be able to interact with objects using elements that has no limits, it's kind of overpowered.
Depends on who
Stupidly
you
didn't set
ask.
any limits in the beginning.
So,
So yeah, never making that mistake again, are you?
nope. Except I will.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Inevitably, he
every-
will.
Every
And it-
time.
if we ever go back to our freaking ship game, you're just gonna somehow you're gonna accidentally invoke the gods of the Spice Girls, and we're gonna have unlimited power through that.
Probably.
They're the holy symbols, and we their disciples. So bring ruin upon the world with the powers you unknowingly gave us.
So, Curator, do your thing.
Well, that's one of them. Yep.
So, Curator, do your thing.
What?
Do your
Let's go with
thing.
Ian.
Okay.
What was Ian done with his life?
Let's
Ian.
see. I've been making a living working as a courtesy clerk at a supermarket. I've been improving my drawing skills surprisingly. I'm less terrible than I was about 2-3 months ago. And what else is there? Not much that I can think of right now.
Have you gone to Japan and fought any of the kaijus that are currently plaguing the world?
Unfortunately, no. I need my giant robot for that.
Did you
What you
work
s-
on?
Just do a sweet pose and it'll appear.
Did you work on Black Friday or no?
Dice
No,
screen.
thank God.
I mean, a supermarket's not that bad.
Well,
Supermarket on Black
its
Friday.
supermarket also sells other stuff.
Oh, not just food.
Trust me, right. But trust me, the day before Thanksgiving was absolutely horrifying. Not as bad as
mean,
Christmas, but still absolutely horrifying.
Last minute shoppers who didn't prepare correctly.
Yep.
The traffic was not great that day. I tried to, well, I'll say it later, but I had to go out during Thanksgiving, and traffic added an extra hour to everything. People need to do their shit early.
Yep.
Why don't they?
Because
no one-
they
don't
get
think ahead.
lazy, forget, don't want to,
Shit, the thing hit.
It's easier to
procrastinate.
do it last minute. Cause everyone else fucking torment.
Hmm. So is that just the entirety of your life now? Just working at a
You've probably
supermarket?
done something. Did you watch the movie? Were you even here for the last podcast? I don't remember.
He wasn't
was
here
No,
not.
for
I
the last
wasn't. I had
podcast.
work.
That's
work.
fine. Well,
And I don't think
So-
anyone informed him of what the anime was.
well,
Nope.
there's a small chance you may have already seen it, considering it's kind of popular.
And that would
Ino
be?
Nawa.
Your name.
It's an anime movie.
I
is
haven't
a
watched
name.
it.
Well, good thing you're
I
a
know that.
guest.
I am not a guest.
And
Did-
yet,
Yeah, you are.
You are.
Listen, we have rules here. We run off a hierarchy of freaking whoever was here first. AKA the first episode is just 3 people. So by definition, you are the guest. Somehow. Take your lumps.
your lumps, your lovely lady lumps.
Is that a song?
Yes,
It's-
that is a song.
It's my humps, my lovely lady humps. But
by the Black Eyed Peas.
The
Is
Black
it?
Eyed Peas.
why are they black?
Why are they eyed?
Why are
They're
they
not all
peas?
black. They like peas.
What is their most notable song, if not lumps?
High all the time?
Sounds like a reputable Christian group.
Or no, that's
I
not
ca-
what it was. It was
Can't think of any other of their songs right now.
it was like gotta get that boom boom boom, gotta get that boom boom boom.
Yeah, that was actually another one.
Okay.
Gotta get that. What is? Okay, I'm gonna if I can interpret.
I'm
these
assuming the song's called "Gotta Get That."
we're clearly music junkies here on the whatever the fuck this podcast is podcast.
Super fun time, Japan time.
Yeah, that. We are artisans of several different forms of media and culture, such as the Black Eyed Peas.
Yep. We know all
And the
about
Spice
how
Girls.
their black eyed peas do
I
things.
love their lead singer, Ziggy Zop.
Ziggy Zop.
Yep, influential man. Rip him. He died too early. I hope he's dead, or otherwise that looks weird.
Don't think
that's
he's dead.
The lead singer,
Nope.
and that's not even his name.
Well,
And the lead singer is still alive.
hey, how about that week? What's going on? Ian, what do you think of the Black Eyed Peas?
I don't care.
Good answer, I think.
So that was a good week, Ian. I applaud your ability to dictate what exactly happened and make it very interesting for the rest of
What
us.
is What is the day-to-day life for Ian? Like, what do you do?
Let's see.
That had something.
I
to
get
watch.
up. Here's my day-to-day life. I get up, put on my glasses, immediately go on the computer for several hours, do whatever else I need to do for that day, and then go to bed.
The script. All right,
Boring.
I guess that works. And that's the point where something shifts, usually by the curator's hands.
Congratulations, it's your turn.
I did warn you to abandon ship, everyone.
I didn't even hear who's next.
It's Iggy's turn.
Is it quite?
That's
Then-
what Kurt Raider said.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
hear
would
him.
say.
All right. Well, it's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't believe anything extensive happened. I went and watched the movie again because I wanted to rewatch it because it's good. Besides that, it's been usually just same thing. Sitting in the house, helping prepare for Thanksgiving, loathing traffic, trying to get my driver's license finally after who knows how long. Probably something you should do earlier than later because now it's presenting problems.
How so?
Does anyone here actually have a driver's license yet?
Nope.
Or
I mean, no, not even Mega. Huh.
Really?
No, I actually don't.
I've been putting off getting a driver's license because I don't want to drive, put simply. But my sister has one now. She's driving me to work and such. I should probably learn to drive and then never drive.
Yeah, that's the same thoughts I'm having. Chris, you don't
No, I don't drive.
would have thought that'd be something the military would have you do, or the guard, whatever it is. But whatever. TLG invited me out to fucking go watch the new Fate movie that came out. So
Fate Stay Night?
I think it's Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. It's part 1 of a trilogy. Good
Got
movie. I've heard the thing was to get some background before I was going to go watch this movie. I decided to watch Fate Zero, which was highly important to do. And then I was going to watch Unlimited Blade Works, but that I didn't actually get to that before it was time to go to the movie. So I got a crash course on what it was about from George. Went to go watch the movie. It turns out it's some sort of like weird retelling of Unlimited Blade Works, but it's different in several key places. And everyone there who was like a massive otaku person for it, everyone was just like talking anime the whole time before it. So everyone was like going, what the fuck is happening during the movie? Like giant fucking gasps and fucking what the fucks. So I imagine it was good. If I had watched Unlimited Blade Works, I enjoyed it nonetheless. Interesting movie, great visuals. We'll probably talk about that some other time if we ever decided to do Fate's Day Night for a week or something. Besides that, downtown's a scary place.
Did you get robbed? Did you die? Please tell me you didn't die.
No, but trying to chaperone a bunch of fucking kids in their teens. I say kids, but they like boys in their teens is not great. Like, did you ever have like excessively normal friends? You know, people that weren't like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine taking those people with no parental supervision and then taking them out to downtown and having them just basically walk around and doing whatever the hell they wanted. That's how it went. They were trying to parkour off walls, and I'm just trying to fucking get them to sit still while fucking our ride is coming to get us. I'm pretty sure someone was about to come fucking yell at them for fucking parkouring up the restaurant wall right next to a window. That was always great fun. Getting approached by people and having them randomly talk to you while you're just out at night in downtown is not great either. Like a group of people just like came and was like, hey, it's a nice shirt. I said, yeah, thanks. And then they started trying to fucking talk to me about something. I think a CD or something. It's not great. Don't do that.
What shirt were you wearing?
I was wearing a shirt of a guy with a weird face juggling cats who also have the same weird face.
What?
I can see why they said nice shirt.
Yeah, no, don't do that. I don't.
Like, were they trying to sell you a CD?
I think so, but didn't last long.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, downtown's a weird place.
The downtowns of most places usually are.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who looked like they could easily be on drugs. Besides all that, not too much is going on, I think. It's the usual playing through games. We've been playing Diablo, Nick. And by that, I mean, we literally just started that last night.
Played a good 5 hours, was it?
Played about 5 hours and got further than we should have. What are we now, level 200 something?
Paragon 253, I think is what we ended up at. And that was because while we were playing in a public match, some guy was like, hey, you want me to help boost you guys? And we were like, sure, I'm down for boosting. And
then we got boosted way further than we should have.
And apparently he just does this regularly. Like
Some people are weird.
Yeah, he likes boosting people, I guess.
Nice people don't exist. He must be secretly stealing personal information while he's doing it.
Or masturbating the entire time.
That too. He
Or
could
both.
be doing that. Or both.
Yeah.
I can go into the details of every game I've been playing, but I don't think that's too interesting. I've just been playing a bunch of games. Smite, Stick Fight, Divinity, so and such. Nothing too interesting.
Speaking of Divinity, we're not playing that together anymore.
No. I decided to go solo.
Well, I still want to discuss that.
We could discuss that sometime else. It's not really appropriate for podcast talk, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All that happened is I decided to go solo for reasons. I did finish, I believe, the first act, and okay, let me get this fucking straight. You fuckers have the worst inventories in existence. It is atrocious what you guys do with your fucking hotbars in your inventory. Nick?
Yes?
Fuck you.
Why?
Why in the world do you have like 50 junk items? Like you have like 20 pots, like several wooden spoons. You have books that you haven't even read, but some of them you have, some of them are worthless. Like, what are you doing?
I will agree with Iggy on this one.
Ian, you're no better.
Mine's marginally better.
Marginally, but your hot bar is the worst of them all.
I don't know how to change it. It's so annoying to try to change.
I think this was admittedly something I should have said, but I didn't. If you go into your your skills, if you press K, you can drag stuff off of your hot bar. So all those scrolls, all those potions that you have there, No reason for them to be there.
Wait, I
None.
didn't have a whole bunch of. Oh, never mind.
You did. Potions and scrolls and freaking your sleeping. The sleeping bag should be there, but gosh damn, keep it out of the way. And then like Chris had like skill books he hadn't read for some reason, and
Because it's
fucking
Chris.
tons of books that gave us recipes. Like I got 50 recipes from reading all the books you guys neglected to read. What the fuck?
You're
You
having
see-
a jolly good time.
I just kind of, had them around.
I read books when I got them.
Like,
Did
they're
you-
not... The thing is, they're not worth anything, so I was never, like, compelled to sell them.
But read them first, at the very least.
Yeah, you're probably
And
right.
then you're fucking Nick. You've got like fucking 12 portrait frames and pictures and shit.
Yeah, I didn't get around to selling them yet, okay?
You're fucking
And
disgraces.
you will never get
But
to
they
selling
were
it.
added to wares, so I was going to sell them. So that shows intent.
Yeah. It turns out we weren't too far off from getting to the end of Act 1, by the way. However, I did fucking... by the end of Act 1, everyone was a lot more capable, I'll say, after pooling their resources and money to fucking make each of you fucking not shit. By the way, your builds are so fucking weird. Like, Chris's is okay, kind of. At
Like,
least
mine
fucking...
doesn't work.
That was
At
the
least, at least Polymorphous is finesse-based shit, and he's going for fucking rogue as well. So
Polymorph
it
is not
works.
finesse-based at all.
It is finesse-based.
No, it is not. There is literally literally 2 skills are affected by a stat, and that stat is strength.
Really?
Yeah.
I was so sure it was finesse-based. But that was, like, the
Tentacle,
one I messed
like
around with.
there's like Tentacle Lash, and then there's one skill, another skill that's also affected by strength. And those are the only. That's the only thing. With Polymorph, it's just like do what you want. I don't fucking know. You can fly.
It gives a lot of utility, and it works well with rogue. It works well with finesse classes, I think. I think it works especially well with the ranger, since like wings and invisibility and shit. I think it would work well with that. Maybe that's why I thought it was finesse-based, but whatever. Chris's build is okay, just because it's pure utility and then some stabby shit. Nick's build is he has fucking useless skills. Like, he has good skills. He just doesn't use them. Also,
Isn't that Nick, always.
yeah, but thing is also, everything from, like, the point we stopped forward is immune to poison and fire. I couldn't use
Seriously?
him. Almost everything.
Immune, not just resistant. Immune?
200%.
Holy shit.
Like, I couldn't... There were just battles where I had to send you off and just end your turn. I couldn't do anything with you.
I mean, I
That's
guess you could
wonderful.
use my wands to attack, because I had
No.
some... I had an earth wand, I think.
Yeah, I didn't use... I just kept you with your staff. I was like, well, you're useless.
Like, I had an earth and air wand that you could use, but
I
that'd
used
be
you
about
literally
it.
as just the thing to hope they attacked you, which admittedly works well since you took fucking glass cannon.
Dude, 6 AP a turn is really hard to pass up.
It's really great
it's-
when you get cursed and atrophy and fucking everything else under the sun stunned, just because, the enemies only attack you because you have no fucking resistance.
You see, that's why I have everyone else in front of me, so that way that doesn't happen.
Oh, I tried. Guess what? Enemies have this nice skill most of the time called Nether Swap. Didn't work. Didn't work.
The hell? I'm assuming Nether Swap just swaps their places.
Nether
Yeah.
Swap and teleportation. You are the prime target every time. You get fucked, like, every fight. Boss fight was atrocious. You died instantly.
Oh, did you fight the Voidwoken?
Do you guys know what the boss is? Did you actually, any of
No.
you play? Okay, no, then I won't say
I
anything.
got up to the Voidwoken.
Oh, that's right. You have a solo fight thing.
Yeah.
Right. You have a solo game. Chris, do you have a solo game?
Starting.
I'm probably going to start a solo game. I'm probably going to restart a solo game.
I mean,
Do
I
it.
highly doubt that we're gonna continue just playing the 3 of us.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Because then we'll have a 4th character that somebody has to control.
Nick, take control of it or something. Someone who isn't going to make bad decisions. Well, that's all of you.
Well,
but-
this is something I want to discuss, but as Iggy said, we shouldn't do it on the podcast.
yeah,
Why
it's
not
not
talk
that,
about it on the podcast?
It's not that important.
It's important to us.
It's more negative than anything. Let's keep this positive.
A positive
Nick.
podcast. Okay, we'll try that.
Positivity sells, believe it or not. But anyway, yeah, Divinity's great fun.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I,
fantastic.
that I will agree with.
It's great. The rest of the island is amazing. I picked that thing apart for everything. I found everything. Like the rest, I found all the tyrant set and everything. Although it was a
Does
bitch to
it-
find the last beast.
Does it like not curse you when you
Okay.
put it all on?
So the ring actually isn't even a part of it. There's some pants we missed at one point. But as soon as you put them all on, yeah, you no longer get cursed. Only problem is by the time you find all the pieces, it's like a tick below what you're already using.
It gets outclassed very quickly.
Yeah. Also, remember those pigs I said not to kill?
Looks like
Then the-
Chris.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of. Well, it's kind of everything. But there's a pig that we were going to kill, and I said, don't kill it. And we cured it. We took off the necrofire from it by blessing it. If you direct it, like you can talk to it, and if you direct it to the seeker camp, and then you tell it to get into the water, it turns into a person again, like it's a wizard that got turned into a pig by Brachus Rex. And then it's like one of the greatest fucking merchants in the game, at least for Act 1 anyway. I haven't started on Act 2, but it was a fucking phenomenal merchant. So many purples and shit that was good. So it fucking used that to fucking gear all you fuckers up from your admittedly useless gear.
Did you
Everyone
end up,
has competent gear score now.
Did you end up finding any good wands or no?
Oh yeah, a lot of good ones.
Also, I think once you get to Act 2, you can respec whenever you want.
Is that a thing? Because I really want to respec all of you.
I read about that at least.
Ian, why the fuck did you go double swords?
Because I thought it would be cool and plus damage output.
You
I
do
thought
like
it would be cool.
you do like the second least amount of damage. I think Chris's build does the least amount of damage.
It doesn't do shit.
Yeah,
My main damage output is from tentacle slap.
it's super weird.
Like that's it. Everything else is just kind of exists.
I think I do the most when enemies aren't resistant.
Yeah, I think that's very apt. I've been
I do
playing.
the best against magical enemies because they have less physical armor.
If they have less physical armor, anyway. Yeah, that's something. I've been playing around with the summoner's supercharge ability and the power infusion, just basically super buffing the minion for one turn after use them. So I make him whatever they're least resistant to, and then he just fucking destroys everything. The supercharge is OP as fuck. Besides that, yeah, your builds are all fucking atrocious. Nick, you just happen to pick. The only reason your build is atrocious is because of glass cannon. You happen to choose fucking to be useless because everyone's resistant to fire and poison. Good job on that.
Thank you. I take great pride in that.
Besides that, it's all fine. It's all good. Divinity's a great game. Uh,
That is a good game.
Mm-hmm. Mega
that's-
doesn't really have an opinion since he doesn't play it.
He can't
Uh,
play.
I would, but I can't because of my computer.
hey, if you
Exactly.
upgrade your computer and buy it, whenever we do the D&D game, you can be a part of that.
Yeah, I don't know how long that's gonna take before I can actually get one.
Well, it depends. How many games did you buy this week?
Oh,
It's actually gonna be surprising when it gets to my turn.
All right. Well,
I mean, we asked you a direct question. You can answer it.
No,
get
it's part of my week.
is it going to
Mega.
make a difference whether or not this is done in like 50 seconds from now versus now?
No, because technically the answer would be 2.
Oh, that is surprising.
Hmm.
But still, you're buying games. Why aren't you investing in
No,
something?
Actually, technically it's 4, but I already paid for the games before the last podcast, but they got here on Friday.
I see.
He pre-ordered them.
Well, it's not pre-order because like they're old games.
He ordered them. It's just that they weren't shipped until now.
Okay. And old games doesn't really mean anything. Old games can be fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't focus on like buying a game that's like $100.
Yeah, because, some people have nostalgia for it. Oh, Battletoads? Although I doubt that game is actually fucking that expensive. Like, oh, fucking $100 because, my retro stuff.
Yeah, see, we'll say if Battletoad was that much, I wouldn't bother buying it right away.
It depends
Are you-
on age and rarity for the pricing of
E.T.
Those are probably really expensive considering the infamy behind it.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, my friend actually gifted me a copy of E.T.
You have a shit friend.
I know. And it was actually a Christmas present. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, it's a great thing to have in your collection, despite its shittiness as a game.
Well, if the game was like, if it came with like the game, the box, the instruction manual, and everything, then yeah. But I just have the game.
All right. Are you interested in arcade cabinets at all?
Eventually, I wouldn't mind getting one if I can get my hands on one.
What would you get? Because I know people are way into like pinball machines and arcade cabinets.
No,
People
I wouldn't go pinball. My friend that gave me the ET game would probably get a pinball.
Pinball's great, man.
Probably one of the arcade machines that I would get if I could would be the Simpsons arcade.
Oh, that's right. Simpsons had a arcade game. It was that weird beat 'em up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember playing a demo for that and absolutely sucking ass.
I remember actually going to like places that actually had arcade machines, and that was one of the arcade games I would actually play a lot of. That and X-Men versus Capcom, I think it was, or Capcom versus X-Men, whichever.
Capcom versus X-Men. Is that a fighting game?
Yeah, well, it's a 2v2 game.
Okay. Yeah, stuff like that. I know people are way into that, though. I think compared to your spending habits, arcade cabinets are quite expensive.
Yeah, that's why I'm not in a rush at all to get at least one arcade cabinet.
Yep. Anyway, besides that,
one day I will get one though.
one day, I wouldn't mind a pinball machine myself. Besides that, I've been playing. Been getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, in a sense.
Yeah, because of Duel Links.
Duel Links, weird game. Like I really like it. Like it's well, kind of. I'm very half and half on it. I really like that it's more slow. Like it's bringing back like the old original Yu-Gi-Oh fucking slowness of like summoning monsters is probably the thing you're gonna do since there's no like XYZ shits. Yeah.
Well, Duel Links is on PC now.
It's on Steam now, yeah. That's why I picked it up. It's still a mobile game, so that you have the whole like buying packs things, but that's fine. I've never really had to spend money. What I don't like is the decision to make it 3x3 or 3x2, whatever.
Well, that's one of the ways pretty much that they made it slower because with that they can't like add a whole bunch of cards where you can extend your plays a lot. Well, just having a 3x3, you can technically still make plays, just not as much as like in real life.
I mean, the way you would slow the game down is just take off synchros and XYZs, which they did. You don't need to make it a fucking 2 rows of 3. Everything else works. Don't fucking limit the cards. It's so weird because I'm constantly like, okay, I've got good monsters and I've summoned them all, and I've got no room. Well, great. If nothing else, make it fucking 3 monster zones and 5 spell trap. The fuck? Is there a deck limit in the thing? I haven't actually tried. I've always just done 30 or 20, whatever it was. Actually, is it only 20? It's only 20.
No, 20 is the minimum.
That's weird.
I think 30 is the max.
That's strange. Isn't it normally like 60 is the max and
60 is the max, 40 is the minimum.
40 is the minimum?
Yeah.
I was always told it was 30. Either way, that's the one decision that's really keeping me from being like, yeah, I'm gonna completely invest in this.
Like I at least check it like once, maybe twice a day. Like I'll log in like to get all the daily stuff, and then it's like later on after I do a whole bunch of stuff, I'll just go on, do a couple of duels, and then I'm done for the night.
But the true highlight of Duel Links is picking Seto Kaiba, building up the strongest dragon deck, and then going around stomping kids and fucking calling them 4th-rate duelists with a 3rd-rate deck or whatever it was.
The one thing that still bugs me is when you go against the AI, like they'll just summon randomly still in attack mode. It's like,
yeah, the AI is not too smart about that. It's like I've had a Blue Eyes. You just summoned a fucking normal monster with 300 attack. Could you maybe put it in defense?
Yeah, pretty much. That's so far for me. That's the only thing I still have a problem with. But
Fight online.
What?
Fight online. It's a lot better.
Yeah, I still need to finish the deck that I've been using, and I actually have a second deck in mind, which I'm questioning myself why I'm going to try to make.
I've only been able to make a decent dragon deck by investing all my resources into that. And then I'm like, oh, I have to fucking switch my deck for fucking GX, or I have to do something. I tried to make a hero deck. Didn't work out. Didn't have enough cards.
The deck that I've been using so far is Gladiator Beast.
Gladiator Beast. Those are good. I remember trying those out in...
When I played the game, when I played Duel Links a long time ago, I used Harpy Ladies. Because
Is that the Yu-Gi-Oh game you always played on your phone?
No, maybe. The sheer chance that I could open up a Harpy Lady and the fucking spell, have a 2300 attack monster out first turn. Have fun trying to beat that AI.
Yep.
Unless it was that fucking asshole. I forget the little challenge kid who like
The
spins
Vagabond?
Yeah, asshole.
Yeah, I've unlocked that, and I will agree he is an asshole.
He's not that big an asshole.
I mean, he's a bit. I mean, it honestly depends on what the roulette says he gets to fuck you over with.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't that bad. Some of them are pretty bad.
I've actually had one where I actually had to start with 2 cards in my hand.
I had that too.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad. What's bad is when he starts with what's bad is when he starts with 2000 attack plus monsters, and then you just look at him like,
okay, I didn't have that one.
How do I get rid of this?
For me right now, I've actually had it where I had to start with 2 cards in my hand, and the whole time I was never able to draw a monster.
I had what was it? I fought him several times, but it was like it was the 2-card one. It was one where he restricted, I think, my monster zone to only 2 things, and he restricted my monster zone and magic zone to 2. And then there was one he just set me to 1000 HP. And then after that, I decided not to fucking fight him.
1000 HP. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah. Considering you only get 4000, also weird decision. It's a decent game. I just fucking increased the zones, please. I just want a slow Yu-Gi-Oh that isn't fucking weird. Is that too much?
Yes, it is.
Where people don't just have insta-win decks.
I fucking joined Yu-Gi-Oh way too late. The era of fucking Dark Scorpions is over.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what do you think of the game not having any Dark Scorpions?
Yeah, I looked hard. They weren't there anywhere, and I was sad. It's like, oh, it's slow Yu-Gi-Oh. Perfect chance. Nope. No, nowhere.
Honestly, one of the things I did when I looked at the packs that we can get and everything, I checked to see for fun if there was any Dark Scorpions. I saw there wasn't. I was like, man, Iggy's not gonna be happy about this.
I'm not happy. I've written at least 12 formal complaints. At this point, they have given me a cease and desist on writing them emails. I have attempted to go fly over to their HQ, and I got escorted out. There's no love for Dark Scorpions in this world. I'm not even sure if it's worth it anymore.
It's not. It's never been worth it.
You don't know, man. You've never mained the Dark Scorpions like I have. You don't know their love.
You don't know the sadness of the Dark Scorpions.
I didn't know cards could love.
Oh, they can.
It's called the Heart of the Cards.
Yep.
Heart of the Cards.
They've got the biggest heart, but no one has the heart for them. I'm like the fucking weird Pokemon bug trainer. I'm the one that's just religiously sticking with fucking Metapods. It's like, I swear it's good.
Religiously
The
sticking.
thing is, you say that, but the deck that I'm slowly trying to work on in Duel Links is Ultimate Insects, and I have no idea why I'm going to do that.
I don't know what that is specifically, but is it anything like
Ultimate Insect is a level monster.
Is it like the Weevil thing?
Level based.
Probably is.
I'm actually waiting to unlock Weevil to see if that would help.
Oh, nice.
See a thing you can unlock.
Uniform. Okay, good.
Whatever. Duel Links, it's okay. Besides that, I think that's more or less everything. Still working on the D&D game. Still playing other miscellaneous games like Stardew Valley and such. Mostly it.
Alright.
Alright. What's going on here?
The curator's turn to fucking switch it to Nick or Mega.
Or himself.
No.
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 But go Mega. Mega's cool.
Hey, Mega, you're cool.
That's the first time
As
I hear
always.
that I'm cool.
You have been
Really?
deemed cool.
By the curator, the coolest guy here.
Hey.
Wait, what?
I mean, you always speak in a low tone, so that automatically makes you cool.
He's
Nick.
always chill.
Nick, you tweeted something on Twitter.
Did you? Nick, you have internet access?
If he didn't, how was he talking to us?
Sheer willpower. I just figured they didn't get that wherever he lives.
Oh, that's what you tweeted. Okay. All right. So my last 2 weeks. Let's see. We're not starting at 3:30 at work anymore. It went back to starting at 4.
I mean, does that particularly help, a half an hour difference?
Well, the thing is, the reason why we started at 3:30 is because with the holidays coming, we would start getting busy at around the beginning of the month, at least.
Isn't, like, the most popular holiday for sending shit happening, like, next month?
Well, technically for us, like last year started like the beginning of November. But for
Or do you
some reason,
Canadians don't have Christmas, too?
no, we do. It's next month, as per everyone else.
Except China.
But the problem with starting at 4 last week is it's actually when we started getting really busy, especially in my chart because I get most of everything.
All right, you're a mailman.
Yeah. So that's kind of a pain.
We're talking about how mail is a pain here.
Gotta work for your money.
Well, especially when a lot of the boxes around this time tends to be a lot heavier. Especially on Thursday nights since I had to work overtime. I hate Hallmark cards. I'm just gonna say that.
What's wrong with
I
Hallmark
hate
cards?
Hallmark. You hate Hallmark.
I think
They
he
give-
means the ones that talk.
No, their boxes could actually be heavy depending what they put in it.
The Hallmark cards can be heavy?
Yeah. If you put a whole bunch in a box, it actually puts a lot of weight on it.
You put enough of anything in a box and it's going to be heavy, so long as it has mass.
Yeah, and if you put enough stuff in a box, you can run through Divinity. You can.
So
Legitimately,
The speed one for Divinity is like 30 minutes, right? Divinity 1
Yeah.
and 2?
I'm not sure about Divinity 2, but Divinity 1, yes, it's like 30 minutes, and they just spend the first 5 filling a box, and then the rest just using the box and smashing everyone. All right, we'll sequence break here, and then kill this boss with a fucking box.
It looks like the record for Divinity 2 is 3306?
What the fuck?
Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
3204
It's
actually.
It's using the same tactic, because the same tactic still works. You still fill a box with as much heavy shit as you can, and then drop that on specific boxes that you cannot skip.
Yeah, you just grab
always
telekinesis
there.
to be able to... If a box has enough weight, it can deal like 9 the max amount of damage.
And then the enemy just instantly dies, and it's fucking glorious.
Mm-hmm.
How do you drop that on the worm?
Fucking no.
Is that the boss?
It is the
Technical
boss.
skill.
That's why I suspected, because I know I've seen the giant worm before on the Jesse Cox stream when he was the Dwarfkin.
I didn't know he streamed it. I knew he streamed the D&D portion, but whatever.
Well, he uploaded part of it.
Yeah,
He
there's
was
a-
the Dwarfkin.
Alright.
It's a giant
Well-
worm thing.
I have to go do formation things. It's outside
Alright.
of buildings.
Alright.
It's outside of buildings. I shall be back in times.
I also have to go do something real quick. So
Bullshit. Bullshit, you do.
I do.
Bullshit.
I gotta help my mom bringing something in. So
Bullshit.
I would say that, but I'm still in the middle of my week. And also I actually don't have anything. But yeah, continuing my week.
How's the weather up there?
It's only snowed once, just a little bit, but all that snow's gone. So we haven't had that one day where snow is gonna be, which is surprising.
I know it's been snowing a fuck ton in Montana. I just assumed everything else north would also be white.
Hmm.
No, some parts of Canada has actually gotten snow, but for some reason, just not here.
Global warming or something.
I've gotten 4
Fake
games.
news.
So I've gotten 4 games. 2 of them,
What are they?
2 of them I didn't have to pay because one, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is free, and you gifted me Stick Fight, the game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
And the 2 games I technically did pay for, like 2 weeks ago, was Lego Star Wars 3, which I'm currently playing, trying to get all the achievements in during the podcast, and Lego Avengers, which I'm going to be playing after.
They still talk in Lego games, don't they?
Not in the early Lego games. When I play Lego
I
Avengers,
know in the early ones.
there's probably going to be talking.
Yeah, and I mean they kind of ruined it when they started talking. It was
But,
a nice decision.
But the thing is, I actually found both of them online for a good deal because they came together for like $35. The Avengers game is still going for like $40-something online.
That's expensive.
Yeah, which is why when I saw both of them for like $35, I was like, yeah, I'll buy both.
Or put it away. Get a computer.
Eventually. Let's see what else. I don't know, mostly like this week has been me playing either Lego Star Wars 3 or Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on and off. At least since I beat Lego Star Wars 3, and now I'm just getting achievements. Like I'll take a break from Lego Star Wars, go on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links for a little bit, do some duels, try to get gems to buy packs. I haven't really. I've been lazy this week.
It's like everyone. It's been Thanksgiving for the first world countries, the countries that matter.
If it wasn't for how busy work was this week, I probably would be at my sister's to spend time with my niece and nephew. But I just needed like the weekend to myself, just to relax.
Yeah,
Actually,
I can understand that. I guess.
One thing I could say is my cat has actually been more cuddly with me, like during the.
You cut out.
Pretty much, my cat like around like 1 or 2 a.m. My cat will like just either stare at me on my bed until I pretty much lay in bed and I just like start petting her, or she's just gonna meow at me until I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna give you attention now. And she's always like on my side of the bed, and she just ends up falling asleep, like literally right next to me for like the past couple of weeks now.
Cats are weird. It's just, who knows?
They're weird, but they're adorable.
I just think,
Sometimes they bring you presents. Sometimes they break all your electronics.
no,
It's a mystery.
She actually hasn't done anything like towards my consoles or anything yet. Although she does try to jump onto stuff that she's not supposed to.
Well, that's always cats.
Yeah.
Small cats, big cats, alien cats, they all like the same.
That's pretty much it. Oh wait, since I made a Gladiator Beast online in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I've actually been trying to make an actual Gladiator Beast like on YGO Pro, and since they have a Link monster that's going to be coming out at some point next year, I've just been trying to figure out like how to properly use the deck in real life.
Oh yeah, Gladiator Beasts, they're not that hard. It's like, oh hey, you do something with this Gladiator Beast, and then fucking you swap it out for a different one, and then this one does a thing when it's swapped or some bullshit.
There's one card that they have that actually works really well with the Link monster.
What's that?
Well, first of all, the Link monster, it pretty much protects your monsters when you battle. So it's like if you attack a monster that has higher attack, you'll still take damage, but your monster will still stay alive. So you can extend your plays later on for main phase 2. But there was a problem where when you Link summon, the monsters end up going to the grave because it's not a contact fusion. And there's a quick play spell card that I think I'm gonna move up to 2 in the deck, where when it's in the grave, I can shuffle 2 Gladiator Beasts, either monsters or cards, I don't remember, and I can add the quick play spell card to my hand.
I'm not familiar with this card.
I didn't know this card existed either. And all the card mainly does is it increases your monster's attack by 500. But the fact that you can cycle your monsters in your grave back to your deck just to get it back to your hand, and it's not a once per turn. You can just use it originally, have it in the grave, put it back in your hand by shuffling two of the cards, and then you can do it again.
It's been too long since I played Gladiator Beasts. I don't quite remember.
But yeah, I'm still working on it. Although I am getting the hang of it, and then after that, I'm gonna move to whatever deck. I did make a stupid deck though.
What's that?
Well, with Legendary Duelist 2 coming out next year for us, it's already out in Japan. One of the characters that are that's getting new cards is Bandit Keith.
Zangief?
Bandit Keith.
Oh, Bandit Keith. Is he still alive? I thought he got killed off on the show at some point.
The last time we saw him in the show, it's when he ran off after Merrick took control of him, and the place that he dueled Yugi burst into flames. So he's still alive somewhere. But one of his cards is pretty much why I try to kind of update my luck deck to a different area, which is all dark machines. At the point where I had some luck stuff, I had reactors, and I tried to mix in some Jinzo stuff. But
Jinzo.
But the speed of the deck wasn't there. But with the 4 cards that were revealed for him, one of them is an updated version of Barrel Dragon.
Barrel Dragon?
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Does he make wine?
The cannon one.
Yeah, you flip 3 coins. Every time you get heads, you destroy a card on the field.
I didn't know it the first time. I didn't know it the second when you were going to explain it. I have no clue.
Well, the updated version, if one of your dark machines get destroyed, you can special summon it from your hand. And the coin of flip works during the battle phase, but it can't attack the turn you use it. So because of that, I try to make the deck. And the field card that they got that got revealed for it, which is kind of an homage to the set Metal Raiders, kind of actually helps because once per turn, if a Dark Machine Warrior destroys a Dark Machine monster destroys an opponent's monster, you can special summon a Dark Machine from your hand. And I've gotten it where I've had I think it was 4 monsters that can have coin effects while they're on the field, plus a Link 4 monster that I can special summon from my hand. And then I even brought out Gatling Dragon. Like at the end of it, so I was able to pretty much wipe out my opponent's, my friend's field at that moment. So the deck is actually working a lot better than I thought.
How do they balance this game?
I have no. But
the simple answer: they don't.
Bandit Keith isn't the only person that's getting new stuff. Pegasus is getting more stuff that is linked to like Thousand Eye Restrict and stuff that's actually really strong. Weevil's getting updated stuff, which only 3 of the cards are actually good. Chaz is coming out with stuff.
That's Chaz.
It's a mixture of Ojamas and
That's right, he was an Ojama fucker.
Now,
But
hang
the
on a
thing
second. What's wrong with Chaz?
But here's the funny thing. The Ojama stuff that's coming out for Chaz helps you bring out either the WXYZ machines to fusion summon.
Oh yeah, he had that for like an episode.
And surprisingly, they all work really well together.
I'm really surprised they haven't just killed off Ojamas.
be honest, I'm in a way surprised that they brought some more stuff. But
Well, they can't get rid of Ojamas since Ojamas are on like some of their cards. Like cards that aren't even related to Ojamas have Ojamas on them.
They're just weird though, and disturbing and disgusting.
I'm pretty sure that's the point.
Have you
For the
seen them in
characters.
underwear?
I use them in a deck, so yes.
Aren't they always in underwear?
Exactly.
One of them is. One of them is.
Crowler is getting more ancient gear stuff, especially a spell card that allows you to use monsters from your deck to fuse. And what surprised me, Jesse. So there's more Crystal Beast stuff coming out.
Sweet.
Crystal
there-
Beast House Cat.
I already
And,
have
does
that.
nothing.
It's Ruby Card.
and the thing is, the Crystal Beast stuff that's coming out are actually all. There's a new fusion coming out, which is kind of like an updated version of Rainbow Dragon, where you need 7 Crystal Beasts with different names to make it, or you can use a Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon to bring it. Instead of a spell card, it's a trap card to bring it out, which you activated when one of your Crystal Beast monsters gets, and then you just put 7 Crystal Beast monsters with different names to the grave.
Why is he cutting out so much?
Because Canada?
Canada.
I don't know why I'm cutting out, but if I do a specific thing,
Yep, cut out right there.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't hear you.
So- nothing.
You are mute to us. So
That
it's
means you
just-
can't see shit.
What? Wouldn't that be he's blind?
It's the joke. Let it go.
That's a stupid joke.
Didn't say it was a smart joke.
It's not even a good joke.
so what did you guys not quite hear?
Fuck if I
Everything.
remember.
Was it about the trap card or?
Yeah. It was when one of the Crystal Beasts gets attacked, I believe is what you said.
So when a Crystal Beast monster gets attacked and is destroyed, you can activate the trap card. Send 7 Crystal Beast monsters from your hand, field, or deck to the grave with different names in order to fuse summon the monster. I believe there's a second effect, but I don't. Which then they revealed 2 spell cards that I love so much. One of them, which is Rainbow Bridge, allows you to add a crystal card, crystal spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Except for Violet Crystal and Crystal Count. But it's pretty much they have a way of searching their spells and traps now. And the other one, which is Crystal Bonds, lets you add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and then place a different one. Well, a different Crystal Beast monster, because it has to be a different name, from your deck face up in your spell or trap card zone. So they're making the deck a lot faster than, and it makes me very, very.
All right, Mega.
What is it?
You need to stop cutting out.
I honestly don't know why I'm cutting out.
Just use push to talk. That will fix it.
Will it though?
I mean, as long as he's holding down the button, he'll talk. So simple.
The only problem with push to talk is if I turn on this game on Steam, I can't push to talk for
Then
some
don't
reason.
So-
turn on a game on Steam.
But what
I
if
don't.
I want to?
Do you know how much I want to play a game right now, but I'm not because I'm engaging in our conversation?
I'm playing a game right now.
Fuck you.
I'm playing a game too, but I'm
Fuck
also
you.
engaging in the conversation.
No, you are not, Ian.
I'm attempting.
So-
I'm trying to, but there's not much for me to commit to the conversation.
Talk about Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm gonna re-say the 2 spell cards in case that's what you guys didn't hear.
We heard.
I
the
mean, we
spell
heard
cards.
it.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much everything I need to say about like my weekend, just random Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Did you meet up with anyone?
No.
For instance, your niece or nephew?
No.
No. I haven't seen them the past 2 weeks. As I said earlier, I think you were away from the computer. I would have gone to see them today, which means I would have missed the beginning of the podcast. But with how the work week has been, I just decided to take this weekend and just relax.
No, fuck us. Go see them.
Go see your family.
No. As I said,
We are your family now.
the work week was brutal this week, so I decided to stay at home for the weekend to rest, and then Monday will be another work week of hell, probably.
Alright, whatever. Screw your family then.
Actually, I just remembered I did buy the new Yu-Gi-Oh set that came out like last week. I forgot about that.
Mega, how much money do you make?
You mean every paycheck?
Yeah, like what's your salary?
Just ask his minimum wage.
Right now it's currently like 14 something.
Well, you make more than I do.
Well, we just had like a small pay raise this month, which will happen actually the next 2 years now as well. It's not much, but I'm actually approaching the amount of hours I need, which I think it's like 1,040 hours. So then my pay will be going up a little bit.
Alright. You don't live in an apartment. You still live with in the basement with your mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the reason why is because first of all, I don't have enough money for my own place.
Yeah.
And second, I actually do help my mom out a lot with stuff that she's been going through.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure. Or like re-educating myself on this information.
Yeah. I do pay rent if I have to mention that.
No, you didn't have to.
All right then. Actually, maybe since I don't know when Chris is going to be coming back, who would like to know how much achievement, how many points I have in the Lego Star Wars game I'm currently playing?
You have 3,722.3.
12.
No,
No to my answer or no to Iggy's answer?
both.
How about 2,732.14?
I meant just in the Star Wars game, not like all my points in general.
Oh, I know.
Because the max is 1,000.
No.
In Lego Star Wars 3, it's literally up to 1,000.
I mean, you could have hacked the game to make it worth more.
I don't know how to hack shit.
Alright, I'll guess 1,000 then.
12 is still my answer.
You're
800?
Ian is the closest.
792.
Nick is now the closest.
793.
791.
900.
794.
Ian, you're now the furthest.
795.
12.
96.
You know, we still have Nick's week
796.
too, you know.
Yeah, but we can't actually move to it before Chris gets back.
We really can, though.
No, he's the curator. He has to do his thing. Otherwise, he's gonna get pissy when he comes back.
Really won't.
I'm in the 500s, just to let you know.
Oh, 527 then.
525.
Higher than that.
528.
550.
530.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Welcome back, Chris.
It's 570, and that's pretty much.
Hang on. Let me
I
let me
was-
let me
What's
try
going
and
on?
guess it. Let me try and guess it. Is it?
530.
No. That's too low. It's 560, isn't it?
They're trying to, Chris, just to let you know, they're trying to guess how many achievement points I have in total in Lego Star Wars 3 currently.
565.
200.
Nick, you're 5 off.
Oh, 560.
Wrong way.
You don't have an half chance. You fucked up.
565.5.
That's so typical of you.
There's no point something in achievements.
Oh, 565 and 1/2.
I'm gonna say 12 again. I still think it's right.
Just someone say 570, please.
Okay,
570,
570, please.
Without the please at the end.
575, please, without the please at the end.
Please at the end.
Shut up! You're stealing my bit. Whatever, curator, do you think?
Oh, do it. Do I get to go do it? Do I do my thing now? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
you do. Your
You
thing now.
do.
You get to do the thing.
Who's left? Nick?
Me and you.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna waste any more breath. You know it's the thing.
Did he say something? Because I can't hear him.
I don't think he said anyone.
No,
I don't
he said
think it is.
something. He just didn't say someone's name.
Ugh, I hate you all.
We
Speak
hate you
louder.
too.
Speak, man.
I want to speak a bit louder.
Just say a person's name.
Sean Connery.
Ah,
A person's name who hasn't gone on the podcast and is currently in the podcast.
Sean Connery.
Quagsar.
He's not
Quagsar. Where's Quagsar at?
Quagsar's currently taking a vacation.
Nah, bitch.
He's been
here.
taking
what
a vacation
about-
for the past 20 weeks.
What about-
Interdimensional vacations are complicated.
What about Tom?
Yeah, what's Tom been
Dude,
like?
Where's Tom?
Oh,
at?
Tom here! I'm here!
Tom has somehow grown a voice. That's surprising.
Yeah, because
I
that
don't-
was totally Tom and not just me doing a Tom impression.
Yeah, I know, right? It was weird.
Curator, just do your thing.
Has done the spot.
I want
Oh,
tentacle
son of
spawn.
a bitch. Go, Nick.
Hey, okay. So, have you guys ever heard of the.gif?
No.
GIF.
Firstly, and foremost, yes, it is GIF.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
No.
Alright. Well, on Imgur, there's a thing called the dot whatever you want to call it. And,
This isn't a polarizing thing. It's literally got one name.
yes, the.gif. Now, if you post this GIF on Imgur, you get banned.
Why?
What it is, it starts with the, Hulk. It shows a picture of the Hulk, and him looking at Black Widow, and then her looking back at him, and then Hulk doing, like, this really big smile, and then fornication.
Not actually, though.
No, actually, like, in the GIF,
Well, then that's the reason why. It's not exactly
Yeah.
fucking...
but there's behind this GIF.
Oh, you get banned for posting that's clearly against the rules. Who would have fucking
Yes,
thought, right?
yes. But there's this mythos behind the GIF that's been created on Imgur.
There's
Like-
some mythos behind me.
Yeah,
Behind
Like,
the gym.
it's considered a badge of honor to actually post the GIF and get banned.
So did you?
No, I
Hey
didn't.
guys, look what I did.
I posted porn. Look at me. Woo.
Like, whenever there's any GIF referencing it, there in the comments there will always be at least one person, or almost always be at least one person who posts the GIF, gets banned, and then in the comments responding to that comment, there's just a slew of people, like, spouting the accolades of the person who got banned. You know, their name, he will be remembered, he will... There was that Mad Max thing where, like, Silver, Chromate, or whatnot on their face, they post GIFs
Witness
of
me?
that. Yeah, witness me. And it's become this badge of honor to do so, especially if you have, like, a bunch of internet points. Like, multiple people who've had 50,000 points post the GIF just to get banned. And it is
Okay.
fantastic
Those
to watch.
people are stupid.
I mean, it's fake internet points anyway.
Okay.
I stand by and say those people are still stupid.
I don't know, I just found that fun.
I mean, internet communities are a thing, and they always do weird shit. I go on a fucking app called Meme Droid, and we deify a person who squeezes birds.
Why would you squeeze a bird?
That's the point! There's no point. Whenever there's a fucking... If ever there's a meme that ever has a bird at any point in it, or a GIF, I guess, because you can post those now, it's like, well, fucking waiting for Bird Squeezer to come be like, Yeah, I fucking at some point I squeezed this bird. It happened. This is not totally weird.
Not at all.
Internet meme communities are just very strange. So
It's usually the
yeah.
whole point of a meme community.
Although it's never usually to the point of just straight up posting porn.
Well, in any case, I found
It's
that.
not specific to the Hulk. I mean, just post anything.
I mean, yeah, but usually if it's just porn, it's just, oh, banned, whatever. But when it's the GIF, that's when it gets special.
GIF.
Whatever! You call it potato, I call it potato.
No, it's two totally different things.
Alright? Sure, whatever. In any case, what else did I do this week? Well, it was Thanksgiving yesterday. 2 days ago. My family came over, and we had dinner.
You all shared the GIF.
No, we did not. Anyway, had a plethora of food. There was macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes.
That's
yes.
is that the highlight, macaroni and cheese?
No, the macaroni and cheese was awful. There was just like it was just a bunch of macaroni noodles that with like a shredded cheese topping. You know, usually mac and cheese, there's supposed to be cheese like lathered all over it, but it was just sprinkled on top, which was bad. Yeah.
You had macaroni and shredded cheese then.
Yep. There was mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, mac and cheese, turkey. The turkey.
We need to get this fucking straight. Sweet potatoes don't need to exist.
All right, hold the fuck up. What do you have against sweet potatoes?
They're disgusting. That's what I have against them.
Disgusting.
Yes. Non-edible.
How?
It's a fucking gross potato. What do you mean?
It's delicious.
Yeah, except if by delicious you mean completely inedible because of how disgusting it is, then I agree.
No, I mean delicious as in I had it for lunch today and yesterday.
I mean, I understand you just hate everything good about humanity, but
I
Go
don't
on.
hate everything good about humanity. I liked Kimi no Nawa. I liked Monogatari.
anime is not the best parts about humanity.
You want to bet?
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's one of the
It's
few
a-
ways I get joy in my life.
It is a good thing. It is not the best part about humanity. I'd say our fucking research and development into fucking, nuclear devices is probably one of our good points. Fucking
Okay.
not anime.
I like net neutrality. That's cool.
I mean, it's kind of a weird thing since it kind of has to exist and people are already fucking taking it away. So, whatever. That's topical.
Yeah, topics.
What I'm hearing is Nick sucks.
I always suck. That's not
true.
even a thing you have to point out. Ian, shut the fuck up.
Ooh, you got told.
Yeah, bitch. Eh.
Ooh.
Anyway, there was also some cheddar biscuits, which were delicious.
It's fucking Hawaiian rolls where it's at, man.
Oh, dude, we had like 2 bags of Hawaiian rolls. I ate at 1.5 of those bags.
I had a similar experience.
As
Here's-
did I.
Hawaiian
Hawaiian
rolls are like this sweet bread roll, which is if you ever had melon bread, then it's like Hawaiian rolls, except like I still like melon bread more, but Hawaiian rolls are so fucking good. Like they have this sweetness to them, which just makes you want to eat more and more of them. Oh my god, they're so good. 1.5 bags. I really need to stop eating stuff. Yeah, turkey. I'm usually not a fan of turkey, but I had some this year and it was pretty okay.
It's
You
bird.
don't like turkey?
Nah,
What?
it's usually too tough and not flavorful enough. Like,
Oh,
I
wow.
like big, juicy meats, like a big, juicy
Yeah, you
burger
would.
from Five Guys. Delicious. Or like chicken.
You
Chicken's
heard it here,
great.
everyone.
What do we hear here, Mega?
That you like big juicy meats.
Yeah.
White meat or dark meat?
Usually I like dark meat, but I can go for white meat.
So you like dark, big, juicy meats.
Yeah?
I don't think he's getting it.
No, he gets it.
I think he's
He's
playing
just
dumb right
embracing
now.
it.
I have no
If
idea
anyone
what
got
you're
it.
talking
If
about.
anyone got it was Nick. Nick was the
No,
first to
Nick's
get it.
fairly dense. Nick's
Yeah,
a
no,
filthy
but-
milk drinker, remember?
Yes, he is.
But I drink it from the teat.
That's
Even
not
worse.
Yeah,
Like, you made it worse. I don't know how you did, but you did.
You made it infinitely worse.
I mean, you didn't say from what specifically. It could be like human or a deer, cow, who knows.
Uh-huh. So,
All right,
yeah,
then.
we had food. It was good. Leftovers are also good. I had to leave a little earlier in the podcast to help my mother bring in a crib. My sister ordered
Wow,
it.
congratulations. When are you expecting?
2 days from now, actually. I am severely pregnant. So is my wife, actually. It's kind of weird how that happened.
Nick, don't talk like that. You have no significant others.
I know. Not
Tried.
for lack of trying, mind you. Because I have.
You've
Have you
tried.
tried any more than that one attempt in high school?
You see, I'm more of a slow burn kind of guy.
He wants
So
to die
you
alone.
haven't tried at all. So you haven't tried at all, is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
That's fair.
I mean, I talk to people, but I don't really feel connections. Which kind of sucks.
It's because fucking... Yeah, fuck it. That's too long a discussion.
No, please. We need long discussions here.
I'm focusing on my fucking poker game, man. Just keep going.
Why you... Oh, midnight at the inventory? What?
Yep.
Telltale Games. Whatever.
The only good Telltale game they've ever made.
Tales
You don't
from
like their
Borderlands,
other
whatever.
games?
No, it's not good.
Good game.
It's not
Well, it's not a
good.
good game. It's a good story.
Yeah, that's about it.
Anyway, my
in terms
sister's
of
in
games,
Vegas,
they're
which is
not
why I had to bring it
amazing.
in. Had tests this week, went well. I always hate when I know how to do something and my mind just blanks, and immediately after I turn the test in, I remember what it was that I had to do to actually get the answer. For instance, in math. Like, there's this thing in math called the Taylor series where, while it's difficult to integrate, like, certain functions and whatnot, you can instead integrate the Taylor series, which is roughly equivalent to it, to a certain degree. However, I forgot to actually, integrate it after I got the Taylor series, so I missed that one, which sucks. But I remembered how to do it immediately after the test, which sucks. Like, not even a minute out, I remembered. And you can't just, oh, wait, give it back for a second. I need to change something. Because by that point, you could have looked it up on your phone or whatnot. Getting down to writing my last papers for this semester. Like, I have 2 papers left. One of them's already, like, halfway done, so I'm actually working ahead for once. It's nice. Macallis GHB is going on right now, and it's lasting for 19 more days, which is unprecedented amount of time.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said. What's
Um,
lasting?
Fire Emblem Heroes, they have these things called Grand Hero Battles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Tune out
most
then.
recent one is lasting for like 21 days, which has not happened before. But that's probably because on the 28th, which is this Monday or Tuesday, I think it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, there's gonna be update 2.0. Whoa, not a 1 point something, 2.0. And there's gonna be a lot of stuff in that, which is probably why they're just having the GHB last a while. Been playing through my solo Divinity game. That's been good.
How far did you get up to?
I beat the Voidwoken, and then I beat the Voidwoken, talked to the blind guy, went through the last place that we went through. So not too far ahead of where we last, stopped, but a decent bit.
It's okay.
I've been running a double lone wolf build. One of them is a ranger, the other is a summoner tanking guy. and that's good, because Lone Wolf is really fucking powerful. You just get so much AP every turn. It's great.
The only
And-
problem is going to be when you get ganked by a shit ton of enemies.
Yeah, though even then I can just do hit and run tactics. Like, I can kill probably 3 enemies a turn with just one character, and then just escape. So that'd be
Ranger does help with that. Ranger got a lot of good skills this game.
Yeah.
Like, there's one for initiation. There's one that gives you the height advantage.
Yeah, that one is Skyshot, I think.
Probably mixing wings with that as well, because wings are super useful.
Yeah, wings are
Haven't
awesome.
already.
Well, it depends who's using wings.
It's awesome on anyone. Like, being able to move out of the way of something without gaining attack of opportunity is really powerful, as well as being able
It's
to go
not
high
always
ground, low ground.
It's not always good. Like, other times, other skills are just blatantly better than having wings.
True, but having the versatility of wings for at least 3 turns is really good.
Medusa Head is very good, actually, on Polymorph.
What does that do?
Once you put it on, you can't have bullhorns on, or there might other be, yeah, that's one thing. But when you walk around and you're within the sight line of enemies, you petrify them if they don't have physical armor. And then you can also use the skill to to petrify and do some damage. But the passive petrification is really good.
Yeah, that seems pretty decent.
You do need 2 polymorph for it, though.
That's another thing my character could use. Yay.
Yeah, you fucked that up hard.
Wings, man. Wings.
You only needed 1 polymorph for wings.
Yeah, but 2 polymorph
Took
gets
2.
me that Medusa head.
You didn't even know it existed.
I do now. Anyway,
It's not very useful anymore, though, is it?
I got an SSD, solid state drive, for my computer, and it runs even faster now, so that's fun. The only thing I had trouble with was that I accidentally unplugged a power cable to one of my hard drives, but that was an easy fix because I just had to plug it in. Otherwise, it was smooth transition, which is nice. Basically the best problem to run into is that something just got unplugged, because that's an easy fix. You just plug it back in. So that's good. Been super... Well, oh yeah, my computer shit itself last week.
It did do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
I heard on a podcast about Firefox Quantum and how it's so much better than the old Firefox, and I was like, alright, I like regular Firefox, so let's try out Firefox Quantum. So I open up
your computer.
I'll get to that. So I open up Firefox because, usually it just updates inside Firefox itself, and it always updates to the most recent version. But didn't do that, or I thought it didn't do that. It might have. I don't know for sure now. And I was like, alright, whatever, I'll just download Firefox Quantum from online. So, I download it, I start installing it, and turns out what I downloaded wasn't actually Firefox Quantum. It was a virus.
You fucking what?
You're
What?
stupid.
I don't know how I ended up getting a virus instead of Firefox Quantum, but I got it somehow.
Like, whenever you go to something that's off of like Google or Firefox or anything like that, it's always got like this is the proper website. Don't fucking do anything that isn't off the proper website.
Yeah, I know. Somehow I was just not paying attention or whatever. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I was just out of it. Maybe I just really wanted Firefox Quantum.
Maybe
I
you
don't
were
know.
just Nick.
Maybe I was just me. That's probably the most likely answer. So anyway, download the virus. I start running it, and about 5 seconds into it running, I noticed that my Chrome closed. And if it was just installing Firefox Quantum, then it wouldn't have closed my Chrome. So I was like, oh shit. So I open up my task manager. I trying to really fast click on it, but it won't. But the installer won't minimize. So I have to move the task manager over to another screen, and I end up closing it after about 10 seconds. So I reopened Chrome, and now Chrome's completely fucked. There's a bunch of toolbars on it. There's a bunch of ads popping up everywhere, and it's just shitty. So I try uninstalling, reinstalling Chrome, and that doesn't work. All the toolbars are still there, even after trying to customize it. So I'm like, okay, antiviruses are gonna solve it. So I run Malwarebytes. I run Windows Defender software. Still nothing. Chrome's still fucked. So I'm like, damn. I guess I just reset my computer. Because I'm not going to use Chrome if it's like that. And I don't know if it's also affecting, like, Internet Explorer or Firefox either. So I kind of need to. So I reset my computer, you know, keeping, like, my main files. Reset it, doesn't fix Chrome. So I'm like, okay, I need to do a full respec or reset. Soft reset, it gets rid of all the programs like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, all your Steam games and whatnot. But it doesn't actually like get rid of your files. So those were saved, like my music and such. And so I have to transfer over all the stuff that I want from my C drive onto my D drive and then reset my C drive completely. Like basically doing a fresh install, which I have been meaning to do for a while. Because after I upgraded to Ryzen, you're supposed to reinstall Windows since it's a completely different hardware. And I had to like redo some stuff. But I never got around to it, so that was one upside. So, reset computer, start reinstalling everything because it's a pain in the ass because everything got uninstalled. Start going through my other drive, making sure that nothing's fucked up on there. Turns out that when I transferred over one of the when I transferred over like the podcast video file, it got corrupted. So I had to uncorrupt that, which was a fucking scary incident for me. Like when I went to go continue editing it, because I was already like 2 hours in. When I went to go continue editing it, I got super fucking scared because it got corrupted. I was able to uncorrupt it though, which is good, and it's now uploaded. But that was a fucking experience. Like, heart drops out of my chest. I don't like losing data.
At all. You keep it all, even if you don't need it.
Yeah, like my D drive is currently
Dumb. It's dumb.
I currently have 145 gigabytes free out of 2 terabytes on my D drive. Because that's where I hold all my footage and shit. I now have an extra terabyte free because my SSD took up what was on my C drive before, so that's good. So yeah, I start reinstalling everything, and I had to redo my settings. I lost my intermission screen for that, so I redid that, and it's upgraded now. Here's a little preview for podcast viewers. Wow, look at that. So cool.
Give me more! More!
Is it? I didn't see it. Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again real quick. Hang on.
But faster.
Look,
like 300 times speed.
Okay, there. It went for like a sec. Boom.
Make it purple.
It's not going right now, so I can't really make it purple.
Make it run again then. It's running.
Okay, it's running. It was purple, yeah.
We like making things purple.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like,
I'll fix that.
you made the paprika purple. For some reason.
Oh yeah, I need to go watch that.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun time editing.
Just fucking Photoshop it purple.
I mean, yeah, let's go with that. That's what I did. Anyway, yeah, that was a fucking time having to reinstall everything. I also kept all of my zip files, so I was able to just reinstall from there most of the time. Didn't lose. Basically, it was just a pain in the ass having to reset everything. Oh yeah, even better. After I had reset my computer the first time, the internet stopped working, which is what pushed me over the edge to actually like reset my entire C drive. And I was flipping out because like I need the internet to be able to do things, and so if my internet's working, then I'm fucked. And it turns out that like during the time my computer was resetting, apparently the internet for at least the wired internet for my dorm went down. So for that entire period, I thought like, oh, it was the virus doing it. It wasn't. It was just dorm being shitty.
Alright, so you're virus free now.
Mm-hmm.
You reformatted and fixed some things.
Yep.
Uncorrupted, congratulations.
Yay, I did it.
This is why you use protection, people.
Uh-huh. Oh, speaking of protection, been having really weird dreams lately.
I don't want to know, to be totally honest with you.
This.
I don't
Yeah,
want to know.
I know.
I
I know.
Nobody wants Nobody wants this.
I know.
Let's
I
leave it
know.
at that. Use your imagination, throw in a few ninja masks, and you've probably got Nick's stream.
There weren't actually any ninja masks this time.
That's surprising.
I know. But anyway, yeah. Weird sex dreams. Those are fun, I guess. Really vivid, too. Whatever.
Good.
Going past that. I haven't really done anything, like, productive this week. Just sort of been
Shit.
relaxing. Like, I really haven't been playing any games besides Divinity for, like, an hour, I guess. Or playing with you, Iggy.
Mm-hmm. Diablo.
Been watching a lot of Shark Tank, though, I guess. Just seeing people try and get investments for their companies, and whether those interviews are shitty or not is fun to watch. And the investors actually have personalities, which is cool as well. Makes it even more enjoyable. And now I'm just rambling on because I'm out of stuff to talk about.
So fucking switch it over to the curator.
I
Curator
can
will
do
fucking
that.
provide
Boy, what
us
up?
with at least 30 seconds of something.
Yes, curator, do your thing.
Boy, what up?
It's your tone. Or,
It is
Pro-
my turn.
yeah, do it.
Yeah. Not a whole lot happened, honestly. There was literally just they had like a little Thanksgiving thing where people that get paid a lot more than privates were forced to serve us privates Thanksgiving food. And additionally, they decided that ice sculptures were entirely necessary, and also to pay a band to show up and play music.
I mean, okay, what was the food good?
Oh, the food was good.
Okay.
That's what's
Food was
important.
good, and
many
my friggin' my friends got touched by the Major General.
In a good way or a bad way?
Good way. He was just like, "You guys enjoying the food?" And they were like, "Holy shit, nope, that's a fucking 2-star general." Don't fuck up around people that have whose pay grade is infinitely higher than yours. Shit could get bad. But yeah,
Understandable.
so there was that, and thankfully we were given the day off as well as Friday. Just cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I get any more breaks before HBL. I think it's just full weeks. But the
Alright.
holiday block leaves a thing, and I shall be at home in Arizona for 2 weeks.
Yay.
Yay. It's not like we do
Yay.
anything
We can do
anyways.
things like
We
the
can play
podcast.
Divinity.
I mean, you can, though.
Yeah,
You have the save.
it's not the
It's up for
same without all
discussion.
4 of us, though.
Up for discussion.
Different-
Mommy, Daddy, please make up.
We'll talk about it after the podcast. Kid.
Which one in
Die.
this situation is the mommy?
I
don't
don't
use
know,
Daddy.
and I'm afraid to ask
This is
at this
weird.
point.
This is weird.
I mean, would
I
you
agree.
prefer it to be Daddy and Daddy?
Well, wait. I was about to ask. When there are 2 dads, which one's the mom?
The more effeminate of the 2, I guess?
I think they choose that for themselves.
Or do they just? I think it's actually just the fucking. They're both dad. I don't.
I mean, you would say, oh, here are my dads. Or like, hey, Dad. Oh, wait, no, other dad. Or you would
How
just
do you
use
name
some
them?
indication of it. Like, here's Dad, here's Daddy.
How do you determine between dad and daddy?
Or Papa
What's a-
and Daddy, whatever.
How do you?
Here's
determine?
dad and father.
Well,
How do
that'd be
you-
up to the family to decide.
Do they have to like fight to the death for it? Which one's the higher title?
I don't know.
How do-
I think just plain old Dad would be better than Daddy.
How do homo death fights work?
Or wait, no, Daddy would be more... It's actually hard. How do they determine that?
I imagine
To
it's
the
actually
internet.
a problem.
I mean,
The internet.
They could
They
just play
probably
rock,
play
paper,
rock,
scissors
paper,
for
scissors
it.
to find out best
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
They play a fucking duel of Yu-Gi-Oh. Loser goes to the Shadow Realm and gets the worst title. Why are we talking about this? Oh, never mind. Divinity, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mommy, Daddy makeup.
You'll figure it out. Don't worry. Anyway, yeah, I think it's we're still on Chris's week. That's right.
Wait, what up?
We were still talking about your stuff.
Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else really.
All
Not much
right.
has happened.
Then it's time to talk about the anime homework.
Maybe we could talk about some things before that. We don't have to transition immediately. Into
If
the
you
anime.
want to skip the anime homework,
I
go
mean, we
to
don't have-
2 hours,
Okay,
11
well.
minutes, and 54 seconds.
Fucking
Question,
good timing. I just fucking beat on everyone. Fucking technical.
Question, do we still do those corners at the end of the podcast?
All right, so wait, hold up. I thought last time we said, although admittedly I do have something this week, but I thought we were doing a hiatus.
No, I was just taking over your corner.
Oh yeah, that's right. Funny enough, this time I actually do have something.
I always have something when it comes to random music on YouTube.
It doesn't even have to be on YouTube, just random music.
Oh, yeah, but I use YouTube mostly.
Get fair point.
In any case, this week we got Kimi no Nawa.
So this
Iggy
time actually
recommended
people
it.
have read it. Chris, did you ever finish this movie?
Yeah, I did.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mega, did you watch it?
He did.
I did watch it.
Hey, Ian, did you watch it?
I wasn't told about it.
Yay!
So you didn't watch it.
You broke
a
the
terrible
rules,
person.
Ian.
Nice one.
Congratulations.
So in any case, Mr. Person who recommended it, tell us about it.
Kimi no Na was a fucking movie, and I probably should have looked up who it was by. It was by fucking what studio was it?
It was MV?
It was someone we never heard about, right? Or was
They
that
did.
something else?
Garden of Words.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also very aesthetically pleasing show or movie, from what I've watched anyway. Yeah.
Oh wait, it was Comics Way Films.
Yes. It's a movie about two particular individuals. A girl who lives in the country who despises her country life and really wants to be born as a handsome Tokyo boy. And a guy who has really no wishes for anything. He just kind of gets fucked. So, they once she makes this wish, a bunch of she suddenly wakes up in this dude's body, and the dude wakes up in her body. And they have to start figuring out what the fuck just happened. They start leaving messages to each other, try to figure out what's going on. They set ground rules, fucking, to not ruin their lives when they're escapading in one another's bodies. And it's a whole thing where they start liking each other after time travel bullshit. And then all of a sudden he figures out they're all dead. What the fuck? That's this movie.
That is indeed weird.
That is the briefest and worst summary I could come up with at the time, but that's generally what it is. So comedy romance with a time travel everyone's dead twist halfway through the movie.
Which then takes up the latter half of the movie.
Which was, by the way, I was going to say at the beginning, that was the coolest twist I've seen in a movie. I didn't suspect that. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, no, it starts playing up the movie to be all happy-go-lucky. Oh, they're finally gonna find each other. Nah, bitch. Nope.
Nah, everyone's dead.
You see,
Like-
Yeah, no,
because the time difference was only 3 years, so everything seems modern.
You know what ticks me off though?
What's that?
The fact that neither of them actually bothered to look at what time it was. Like, they're both in school. There's no way they didn't have to write their dates across their fucking papers. They knew what fucking date it was.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Didn't think about
It's
that.
entirely bullshit that he has no idea that
I mean-
she technically exists 3 years in the past, and there's no idea. I mean, and
Yeah.
even then, yeah, there's like, and then when she's in his body, like, why isn't she like, oh, like, look at all this cool stuff that I have no idea about? Like, maybe she just takes it for granted, and it's like, oh, this is new city stuff, and she has no idea, and she has no idea. But there's no way the guy is gonna be like, yeah, this is entirely
I mean,
appropriate.
that's
Or, like,
one of a
currents-
few problems this movie has, but we'll
There's
get
a
to
couple plot holes, like, what about current events and news? Because, they watch the
That
news,
is also
like,
true.
both of them do.
I don't even think that's really it. I'm talking more about the straight paradoxes, and even if there was time travel, there's no way their dates would perfectly link up due to fucking, like, laws of fucking physics and bullshit.
Whatever.
It's
There's
really
a lot of
stupid.
plot holes. We'll We'll say that.
It's not a lot of plot holes. It's very specific plot holes.
Yes, but they are numerous in their specificity.
There's like 3. Whatever. Yes, it's more or less just about fucking love story, because why not?
Yeah.
And amazing fucking visuals.
Oh yeah, no, this movie's beautiful.
Now, we have reviewed a movie before.
Yeah.
Well,
2 movies actually.
Movies are a lot more different, I find, than series to fucking describe, because it's a lot more streamlined and difficult to describe.
So let's talk about the good first.
Do we want to fucking... There's no real point... I don't know. Do we want to talk about the plot of the movie, or just straight into what were the good points and bad points, etc.?
I mean, plot of the movie is just... You already described it as the thing.
I mean, yeah, but you can get more intricate with that. Like,
yeah, but that'll probably come up as we're describing what we liked about it.
All right.
Like,
These reviews always fucking, I guess, expect someone to be like, yeah, you've also probably watched this, and if you haven't, that's why there's the skippy thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Also,
2 hours, 11 minutes, and 54 seconds.
purple.
2 hours, 11 minutes, and 54 seconds. How am I gonna insert an audio track purple?
You can do it. I believe in you.
You will find a way.
Oh,
I don't.
okay. Fuck. Alright. Whatever. Anyway, what's good about it? Music's fucking awesome. It fits the tone really well and really empowers, like, moments instead of detracting from them. Like, it's...
You see, I hear this a lot. I've watched a review of this movie as well from 4-Star Bento.
Mhm.
And they say that too. They say the music's really good. I can't fucking remember a single track from this movie.
I know,
I
but
watched it
that's...
twice.
That's you usually, is the thing.
Nothing stood out. I don't get what you people keep talking about. I notice music when it stands out.
It stood out for me. Like, Time Climber, which is the penultimate song for the film. I still have... Oh yeah, let me talk about music real quick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't derail this now.
I got the Monogatari openings and the soundtrack for Kimi no Na wa.
Okay. If that's it, then that's fine.
That's
Otherwise, stop.
And
Jeez.
Time Climber, I still remember, like, that's kind of ingrained in my mind right now. Like, even after, like, a week since it's been watched. So yeah, music's good. Animation, superb. All the visuals are great. Yeah. Okay, hey, I'm gonna read off my notes. So...
Yeah, it's probably smart.
Yeah. So the opening sets up the premise nicely of them switching between each other, and it really starts to lull you into that false sense of security about, like, oh, it's just going to be a happy-go-lucky sort of movie.
That's what I thought.
The visuals are sleek and pretty. Even knowing that it was, like, Freaky Friday show, or a Freaky Friday kind of movie, they make it really difficult in the beginning to, like, actually tell whether or not they've swapped. Like, it starts out, like, the first day starts out with her playing with her boobs, so you're assuming that that's just her, and so the next time when she's playing with her boobs, it's like, wait, was that actually her playing with her own boobs, or was it the guy?
I don't think I ever had difficulty determining whether or not.
I mean, after that first day, it's fine, but, like, on that first day, it was difficult to tell, which is a good thing, by the way.
Okay.
The only bad part about the animation is that there was some CG, and it just stood out as bad. Like, a couple of it was mainly cars and a couple people in the background that were CG.
Cards, it's always background people.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
Like, that's the only bad thing about animation and whatnot. So, after the first, 5 minutes of the movie, I could not stop watching it. Like, I was hooked. Like, I basically blocked out all my surroundings, just focused on the movie because it was that enticing. Like, it moves at a really fast pace, which is kinda good, but at the same time, kinda bad.
I feel like it was incredibly good. Like, You notice it immediately with the body swapping stuff. I expected the movie to be entirely about the body swapping stuff when I figured out it was that type of movie. But they, as soon as like the first day happens, they immediately go into almost like a montage of just like back and forth. Here's what's happening here. They're just kind of briefly describing what's been happening once they get back to their bodies. And then it kind of hits, it doesn't last much longer after that, because at that point you're already almost halfway to the movie. You're
I
about
wish-
at the point where they stop swapping bodies. And I thought it was fine since the second half kind of hits.
I wish they had spent like maybe like 3 to 5 more minutes on that, because there was a lot of interesting stuff in that like montage that I wish they'd fleshed out like a little more. Like for instance, when the guy finally swapped into girl's body, like there's no way that the girl would know that he was messing around with her boobs. So he basically has free reign on her boobs.
Except for
However-
the sister.
I mean, yeah, but that was like a one-time thing.
Free
and, like, her
reign.
noticing.
What the fuck?
What? He could basically do whatever he wants to her body, and there's almost no way that she would know.
But she did the same
Ever.
thing too.
Yeah. However, by the like at the very end of the montage, you see him start to go for the boobs and then stop like, "Oh wait. Maybe I shouldn't do this because this is a different person's body." Like earlier on he was just free reign going at it, playing around with them. But
Right.
as the montage went on, he slowly like, "Okay, maybe I should respect the body and be like, you know what? This isn't my body. I'm just inhabiting it for a little while."
Okay, I mean, they said that,
Yeah,
and they implied that, so why would they need to continue on with that?
because it's a really cool thing.
They did it, though! Why would it need more time?
Because it's a really cool thing. I wanted to see more of that.
Sure. Okay.
Anyway, once the twist hit, I still couldn't look away. It was just me fixing. Like, this is the first movie that's really, like, sort of grabbed me and kept my attention throughout without, like, ever deviating. Like, I continually wanted to see what was happening next, not without ever looking away. Which is a combination of great storytelling and the visuals, like, combining together to do that. But the thing is, throughout all of that, like, I know, like, I felt like it was really good, but for some reason, I don't think it was that good. Here are
Really?
my, here are my thoughts on it. I could not look away. I don't know how I feel about it. It is making me feel feelings really hard, but I don't remember it that way, which is weird. So basically, like, afterwards, I'm reminiscing about it, and like, man, that was really good. But like, I didn't really have those feelings while the movie was happening, or like immediately after. It was only like after like a day or two where I really thought like, yeah, that was actually really good. But I
So,
didn't.
when you
wait.
analyze the movie slightly,
I didn't though. It was just like
even subconsciously,
I basically felt immediate nostalgia for it.
I don't... Okay. I didn't get that.
Like during the movie, I didn't really like it. Like I really wanted to see what would happen, but I didn't like have these magnanimous feelings of like, man, this is really good. And continuing on, powerful, but I didn't like it for some reason. I don't know. That was pretty damn good, but I didn't like it for some reason. Maybe the beginning moved too fast, though that fits the theme of them suddenly not being able to visit each other anymore. Maybe. So, the suddenness of the body swapping stopping really, like, enforces the point, like, how they really just, like, miss that happening. Oh yeah, huh. Okay, I know why I didn't like it.
Why is
So-
that?
I apparently have this thing where if something doesn't, like, go along my expectations, like, at least, if something outdoes my expectations by too much, then I don't like it. So, for instance, with
What the
Madoka.
fuck is that logic?
I don't know.
That is
So I
weird.
just
That
I
is
just do
weird.
that for some reason. So for instance with Madoka. Like Madoka's a really good show. I know that, but I didn't like watching it because I thought it was just going to be another magical girl show, but then it turned out to be like this deconstruction of magical genre Magical Gojan where people die and whatnot, and I
You know
didn't
what-
like it.
You know what people say the best part about TV shows and media is, like, the quintessentially best part that make something good?
The twist.
It's when you can't expect what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So almost everyone says, how in the world do you get how are you the opposite?
I don't know. And I don't really experience that with many shows either. Like, oh, what the fuck was it? There was another show where the unexpected was great, and I was looking forward to that unexpected. Hunter x Hunter, yeah. Like, in Hunter x Hunter, the unexpected was what I looked forward to because I never knew what was going to happen. However, that was still within reason. Like, it was surprising, but it wasn't, like, too out there for me, I guess. But with, like, Kimi no Nawa and, Madoka, the twist's just, like, out of nowhere and it changes the rest of the show. But for me, that's the turning point for where I stopped sort of enjoying it because it deviated too far from my expectations. I think that's what it is.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't know why, but I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't write any notes during the second act because I was just fixated on watching it as well.
The second act is a fucking him being spiral depression as he realized that he's kind of having a weird time traveling 3 years too late to save anyone type thing.
Yep.
And then drinks spit sake and travels back through time.
There were so many amazing moments, like them not being unable to remember each other's names and their hesitation at the end when they were like running around trying to find each other and then seeing each other, but them not being sure that was actually the person they were looking for. And like that hesitation of like, wait, do I actually know this person?
Sub or dub?
I watched the sub.
Likewise. There are certain differences between the two, I've heard. People think sub is better. There's that. But yeah, the scene you're talking about is also one of them. Like, they can't remember each other's names after fucking disappearing from each other again because time. I don't know what fuck determined that. I think it was the time, like the sun setting, whatever the fuck that had power over it. Because at this point, the fucking whatever's keeping them fluctuating through time is who the fuck knows what.
It was the guardian god, who's also a dick.
Guardian god who's also a dick, apparently. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't do a good job. He just kind of like, well, look at that meteor. It's coming to hit the town.
The
The
god is
guardian
Chris.
god, right? Should
Should
I
maybe stop
protect
that?
that? Should I protect that? And
What
nope.
a horrifying idea it would be if Chris was God.
He is, isn't he?
You
He's just
wish.
too lazy to do anything.
I'm sorry. Chris isn't black, so...
Does God have to be black?
Well, is God Morgan Freeman? And the answer to that is yes.
But is Morgan Freeman God?
I
Is he
actually have
black?
to agree with Iggy on this.
So if Morgan Freeman was white, he wouldn't be God. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Alright then.
Everyone knows God is black.
No. When did you get... I mean, what the fuck is a God?
Well... I'm not going into that.
Yep.
I could sit here for too long. Anyway, back to the thing at hand.
Right,
Fucking... So, let's just talk about this. This town has been hit by meteorites, like, what? 3 times? 4 times?
What do you mean?
It's
This
bad.
town has got it fucking bad,
This town
dude.
is freaking.
The town is founded on a crater of a meteorite, is then hit by a meteorite, is then time traveled and hit again, is then time traveled and hit again, and then is time traveled and hit again, but everyone was saved the last time.
Yeah, 3 times then.
This town gets so fucking bad. Fucking property value, man, must be super low. Fucking have a cheap
Hey,
house
excellent
that has
meteor
like
showers.
60% chance every year of getting completely fucking decimated.
I'll take those odds.
Ugh.
At least they have good meteor showers.
We're gonna talk about any form of weird plot hole or plot conveniences. The fact that this town gets fucking destroyed twice, even just getting destroyed twice, is fucking what? You want to talk about the fucking physics behind that? Where this comet fucking comes around several times and then chunks of it fall off and happen to hit the same location? Want to talk about the math on that? Because that's not easy. That's some bullshit level stuff. Disregarding the weird time travels and all that. But yes. Besides that. Watching them swap bodies is very entertaining. Like, even towards the latter half of the show. Like, them trying to fucking fix stuff. And then the whole fucking... them finding each other on the crater and then having to go back and fix stuff again. The whole plan to explode everything. Everything's quite fun. It's not quite what I expected. And then I have the weird fucking... the psychedelic fucking scene when he goes and drinks the weird fucking LSD sake.
I mean, it's been fermenting for 3 years?
3 years?
3 years.
Weirdos.
Not even that. I think it's like she only added to it. I don't think they made the entire thing there. I think it was just like she added to it. So who knows fucking how long that thing's been fermenting for.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's alcohol. It fermented. It's nothing germy in it. It's just the principle.
Alcohol is
behind it.
nothing but germs.
Fermented. I mean, like it would. The alcohol would kill whatever fucking spit was in it.
Yeah.
It's its own shit. You know, people use fucking alcohol to disinfect wounds and shit.
That's what grog is. It's water and alcohol to disinfect the water.
Want alcohol?
Anyway, what else you got in your notes?
In the middle of watching it, I didn't feel these feelings, but reminiscing is making me feel feelings, which is really weird. First time I've experienced indescribable feelings for a show.
Can you describe that?
No, like I keep thinking back to the movie and like, damn, that was really good, but I didn't feel that way for some reason. I feel it was fantastic, but I know it wasn't. It's like my analytical side just wants to berate it, while emotions are making me feel like it was the greatest thing ever, which it's not, but it feels like it's pretty damn close, but it's not.
Besides the few plot holes, I didn't really even think about them until the end of the movie. It's really got nothing too bad to think about while you're watching it.
Yeah, no. And lastly, I need to talk to someone to get my full thoughts articulated. And
Has that happened?
Nope.
I don't think that's happened.
Nope. Alright, tell me what you liked about it.
What I like about this thing, I like the fucking way it looked. I like the fucking way it sounded. I like the premise. I like the characters. I liked their little interactions and how they were fucking up while they were in each other's bodies, like the short montage. I like how he got a relationship with his boss. Well, it was not technically him. They had to go on a date and it fucking sucked. I liked the visuals of the whole town. I liked how the fucking twist was that everything was destroyed for 3 years. The resolution
Everybody
was
you
slightly
know is
weird.
dead.
The fucking, you want to talk about some weird fucking bullshit. The most glaring, like, how did this happen, is the fact that he had the red bracelet thing, which belonged to the girl, but she gave it to him while she was going. Well, I don't remember how she gave it to him. But she gave
Time
it to him.
paradox.
She gave it to him, and then basically the next day, due to time travel bullshit, he gave it back. Because then he finally understood after 3 years what it meant. But that went from the past to the future to who the fuck knows what. What the fuck is that bracelet? How did it do that? How did that start? How the fuck did that time paradox even start? What the fuck?
Alright, so they're experiencing the body swapping at a sink. So when she gives the bracelet to him, he hasn't even swapped with her for the first time.
It's 3 years in the past
Right.
from where the movie is.
So then 3 years in the future...
But she wouldn't have given it to him if they didn't have the body swapping experience. So that means, but like, you're looking at a loop in the middle of the loop. The start of that loop can't have happened because of bullshit. That's the most glaring plot hole of this whole show. The most glaring. Although it is forgivable because fucking, it's just supposed to be Red Ring of Fate bullshit.
Is that the only thing you didn't
The
like?
red thread of fate. The only thing I didn't like, yeah, that's probably like the only thing I didn't like is that specific plot point.
Mega feelings, go.
Ending was good. Fucking talking about the ending. They fucking what was it? They sorted out all the bullshit. Everyone's alive, but they still don't fucking. They still can't remember each other's names. So they go off for years. Everyone's fucking growing up and everything, and then they suddenly see each other on the fucking train. They fucking race towards each other. Even at the end, they're still not sure. And then it ends with, "What's your name?" Roll credits.
Yep.
They fucking did a roll credits thing. It was good. The movie was really good.
Yeah.
Mega,
Mega
what'd you
feelings.
And or a
Pretty much-
score that you're gonna give.
Pretty much when it's pretty much kind of the same thing for me. Like when I was watching it and the whole body swap, I felt at first it's like, oh, it's just gonna be a comedy about like them swapping bodies, and then later on they're just gonna meet each other, and then like things are gonna go from there. But just pretty much like it was said, like when the plot twist hit, and it's like, oh, you were swapping with someone that was alive 3 years ago. It's like, I didn't expect that either. And pretty much for me, it made me actually feel emotional towards the guy, just for the fact that, in my opinion, like it was like the distance thing, although it was like years distance with, but like in the distance way, I could kind of relate a little bit to him, where it's like I want to go there, and he works his way on getting there because of, well, obviously my past relationship. So I started getting emotional for that, and I was actually hoping that things would work out well for him and her. Like if there was a thing that could change with it, which did happen at the end. The only thing that I found weird was if she did, like when everything changed and she survived, why weren't they able to remember like each other's names and stuff? Because technically that would be a thing that would be negated in that point.
They kind of set it up with like whenever they swapped back out of their own bodies, they thought it was a dream every time because their memories of them actually swapping are very hazy.
And they sometimes wake up crying for some reason. Who knows?
Yeah. Why did they cry?
I don't know. It was never really. I mean,
For me, I feel like because of the whole body swapping, when one person would start crying, I think the other one also felt it, but then it's like, wait, why am I crying? I think it's just like the link that they had.
The crying started on their last day alive, right?
I don't think so. I think it was at the
I think
start of the
so.
movie.
It was that, or like a day before.
Don't
Why
know.
did they cry?
It doesn't really explicitly say.
Well, the thing is, like when one felt like a specific way, that's when the other one would start crying. But with all that, like just kind of like Nick, where it's like at one point during the movie, it was mostly like at the plot twist, where it's like, oh, it was 3 years ago with the person you were switching. That's when I actually got more into the movie myself.
And yeah, before then it's just a Freaky Friday. Admittedly,
Yeah,
a good one,
like
but still.
pretty much when that was laughing out, I was actually laughing. I was laughing along with it when that was going on. But I actually did enjoy the movie. At first I didn't think it was going to be something I would have ended up liking.
I can see that. Although, if nothing else, the visuals sell it.
Yeah, no, I actually like the visuals. When the music would come up like at their specific times, I thought that it was well timed and everything. And for the record, I did watch the sub. I didn't watch the dub.
Oh. I would have expected that dub from you. But all right.
No, I can actually watch stuff in subbed.
I need to watch this movie because I'm very interested in it from what you guys are saying.
If you're somehow interested from the fucking shit we've been spewing, all right, then I guess we haven't completely lost our jobs yet.
Well, it's like I've watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 in subbed, I've been watching Super and stuff. Like I can watch stuff and stuff. It doesn't bother me.
All right. I mean, what
So, Curtifer. Feelings. Show.
Predator?
Oh, that's nice. Also,
That
what
was-
the fuck was that? I don't know. I enjoyed it.
All right. So,
Numbers, I guess.
yeah. I give it a 7.5. Like, I don't know why, but looking back on it, I really enjoyed it, but at the same time, I don't. It's weird. Like, animation and visuals alone are great. Story's awesome, but for some reason, I don't feel like I like it. 7.5.
I'll one-up you. 7.6.
Ooh! Damn.
I thought it was good. It's not the be-all, end-all of movies I've seen. If I was going to watch a movie, I'd rather watch something by Ghibli, but this was a worthwhile movie to see. I did watch it twice. I'll probably watch it again sometime next year if I have time. It's good.
I'll up both of you. I'm gonna give it an 8.
That's
Ooh.
not one-upping. That's
No, that's
Four, I think, or five.
that's why I corrected when I started saying I'll one up. I'm gonna up you guys.
well, Mega. All right then, 8.
Annie up, motherfucker.
I'll give it a 7, even though I haven't watched it yet. It does make me, from what you guys are saying, it does make me want to watch it.
All right.
It's nice.
And then Chris.
I'm gonna just go overall and give it a 9. It was nice.
Hey.
We did it.
Anime homework done.
It
So-
really isn't, though.
I mean, this is the timestamp that I give people. So in any case,
I mean, that doesn't mean it's done. You said this is the part where you come back. Also
Yeah.
make it purple.
but you know, fucking, it's already purple. It's the thing, the background anyway, because of Twitch.
Oh, good point. Make Ian purple.
He's already purple.
He's got a white background.
Whatever.
Yes,
You
I
can
am
do it.
indeed already purple.
That's actually what Ian looks like.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm a one-eyed creature with
A
fire on my head.
One-horned flying purple people eater.
So now we recommend shows
Yep.
or movies, media in
Iggy.
general.
You're exempt from recommending shit.
Having been the person to recommend Kimi no Nawa, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Weren't we supposed to do something special today?
Nope.
Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a specific anime.
What?
Oh, the
If-
worst
Bad
anime.
anime.
Bad anime. Oh. my God.
Nope.
Right.
You are mistaken.
I did
Oh,
not
right,
forget
so-
about this.
All right.
Never mind. So due to bullshit in our system, which will work out after to this week, we realized in our rules we never said we couldn't all recommend the same show. It was just, heavily implied, but there's no explicit rule stating it. So this week we've all come together except for Nick, and we're going to present a show.
Nope.
Hmm.
Essentially.
Nope. No.
The council has
uh,
spoken.
So since I guess I'm not exempt this week and I can put forth, I'm just going to put forth my show. I'm going to recommend Girls Bravo.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, what is Girls Bravo?
Why do you do this to me?
Girls Bravo is something that makes Nick sad, and that's all I know about it.
Why?
Makes me
Why?
sad. That's all I know.
Can I at least be the one to recommend it so that way I get the win?
No.
Please.
No, we've talked about that and we all agreed no.
Please.
No.
I'm begging you here. If it's gonna
Nope.
torture me, can it at least torture a little
Even my-
less?
Even my cat
No.
said
I already recommended it, so I'm done with my recommendation. Next.
Please. And also,
Next.
who's next?
Yeah. Mega, what do you have?
Oh, me? Let me think. I can go Initial D. I can go 2P Hero, but I think I'm gonna go Girls Bravo as well.
Oh, really? Wow. What are the chances of that?
I know,
But I guess
right?
it's valid. It's valid. It's
Question:
valid.
Am I also exempt from suggesting a show?
No.
No.
So I
Just
can
say
suggest
Girls-
something.
You
could
can
just-
suggest something.
Just say Girls Bravo. Save everyone in trouble.
Just a quick question: have we just
oh my
to
God, I'm gonna edge you.
just to confirm, we can't suggest the same show more than once, correct?
We can't. Well,
In a row.
If there's at least a week between them, then you can.
Okay,
the
have
thing
we?
is, the
have
rule
we-
we set up was
Okay.
the same individual, cannot recommend the same show between podcasts.
Okay.
Like 1 week you recommend Johnny Bravo, and then you didn't win, and the next week you recommend Johnny Bravo. You can't do that. We didn't set up anything for everyone recommending the same show at once, which we'll fix after this week.
Okay.
Are we actually?
So, have we watched? Or
Just
have
say
we?
Girls Bravo.
Have we watched Blood Blockade Battlefront?
Nope.
No, just say Girls Bravo though.
You do know there's a list of animes that have been watched and recommended, right?
Nope.
Well,
And
it
also,
exists.
it was stated that it's bad anime today.
Oh, then Girls Bravo, I guess.
Oh, what are the chances?
Oh my God.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God.
Chris, what are you recommending?
I want to see what Nick's recommending first.
All right,
No,
Nick, what are you
no.
recommending?
Nick, I
I'll
wanna
I'll
hear
go
what you're
last.
No. What are you doing?
No, Nick, come on. What do you got for us?
Just throw anything out there.
recommending. Yeah, what is it?
Anything?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
bad. Okay. Hang on a second. Gonna look something up real quick.
Mighty Number 9, the anime.
Is that a thing?
Probably.
Probably not.
Not yet. Is not a thing yet.
Oh yeah. Hang on a second.
God, Chris, what are you doing?
Playing Divinity. Yeah, I'm gonna recommend Girls Bravo. I don't
Alright.
think you guys heard of it
Oh,
before.
really?
No, never.
Do
Oh,
I'm slightly interested in watching it. Alright, Nick. What
you
do
want to
got?
know what I'm most afraid of about Girls Bravo?
What?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna like it.
Ooh.
And then we would
mean-
all laugh at you.
Given how this has worked previously with bad anime, yeah, you've been 100% on that so far. Although I guess you didn't like Mars of Destruction. I mean, but then again, it's a masterpiece. Who doesn't like it? At least
So
from those who
Girls
watch.
Bravo by Studio AIC Spirits, Anime International Company.
Oh, is that what you're recommending, Nick?
No, this is just the backstory behind Girls Bravo. They've done shows like Tenchi Universe, El Hazard, Vampire Princess Miyu. Wow.
Never heard of any of
That
these.
I have
sounds
never heard of that one.
That sounds absolutely delightful.
Black Heaven, Blue Gender.
We should have it like a vampire anime at one point.
They've done Ah My Goddess, whatever the hell that is.
I've heard of that. I think I read the manga for that a little bit, but I don't quite remember it.
I've heard of Ah My Buddha. Not Ah My
What?
Goddess, though. Oh my god, they did Heaven's Lost Property.
What is that?
That makes so much sense now.
I've heard of this show, but I
Just
don't
from I
remember.
know from the internet, basically all I know about is boobs. That's basically all I know about it.
Good.
Basically, prepubescent child, or no, like 13-year-old guy, or what is he 13? I don't know. High schooler magically gets this angel that falls from the sky and it grants him wishes, or it has the power to do multiple things. And then it's a harem show with big boobed angel girls and one with small boobs, or washboard, whatever. I watched through the entirety of it, as well as the movie. For some
What's the like?
goddamn reason.
I watched the entirety of it and the movie, and it's terrible.
It is. Like, horny, younger me watched through it.
Good job, Nick.
Oh,
As opposed to
hang on
horny-
a second. This studio has also done Strike Witches, too.
Oh, I know that one.
Uh-huh,
As
I
do
do,
I.
too.
I don't.
And not for good reasons.
I watched all of
know
it,
what that one is.
because...
I watched one episode I got for
I
free
think
from
they actually-
Xbox.
I think they actually made a new season recently. I'm not certain.
Really? Can you fucking, like, it was nothing but smut.
Yep, and
For the
I watched
episode I
through all of
watched.
it.
It was nothing but animal-eared
Nick's
smut.
life is.
It's
Nick's life
more
is
smut.
just smut.
It's more smut throughout the entirety of it.
Great.
Oh my god. They did Persona 4 the animation. The
Oh, great.
raunchiest of shows.
Really?
No. I actually have no idea.
If that's the case, what the fuck?
They've done Kotora-san?
All right, I think we get the point.
Oh, they did Date Alive. Huh.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They made
The guys
that.
behind Girls Bravo did Date Alive. Who knew?
Huh.
It's a mess show.
I think I
We-
gave it a 6.
Talked about it. We talked about it after extended periods of time of Nick not being able to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Nick, I heard that apparently season 3 was announced for Data Life.
Ooh.
We get the point though anyway, Nick.
Alright.
What are you recommending?
I am going to recommend...
Cut all this out.
Maybe add a
Including me
drum
saying
roll.
cut that out.
Maybe add a drum roll till like Nick says what he's recommending.
You can't escape this just by waiting, Nick.
I can try.
You really can't.
No, you can't.
It is all
You know,
in vain.
I can recommend a show for you if you need.
No. No, I'll
No,
do
no,
it.
Nick, I actually have one if you want.
No. Ah!
Just say something. You know you're gonna love it.
Whatever. Fucking...
Oh my god, we're gonna watch this. We're all gonna want to kill each other.
We say we're gonna watch this. Chris is gonna watch one episode during the podcast. I'm gonna make an attempt. Mega's gonna forget, and Ian's gonna say no because it's not the thing I like.
Girls...
No, I'm actually gonna watch it tomorrow. I got nothing.
Yeah, okay. Actions speak louder than words.
I recommend
I'll do it.
Girls Bravo.
Oh man, that's weird. Man, we have such a selection this time.
Indeed.
Yes.
Let us christen this week as the Girls Bravo week.
Man, this is actually hard.
No,
to believe.
Nick's Hell
sad.
Week. It's Nick's Hell Week.
Well,
The week
we have a selection to pick from. Everyone, get your votes ready. I know it's a difficult choice.
Very difficult.
Alright. You get 2 votes. You can't vote for yourself. Write something indicative of the person or the name of the
Oh,
show.
2 votes.
Or no, not the name of the show. That fucks everything.
It's never the name of the show. It's never the name of the show.
Whatever. Write something indicative of the person. You get 2 votes. Can't vote for yourself. Can't vote for the same person twice.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I am
It's
ready.
2 though.
Yeah, 2 votes.
All right. I'm good.
Mega, ready?
Yeah, I already said I'm ready.
Alright. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see.
Guess who
Let's
didn't? Guess who was just playing the game and
Nick Kristen.
couldn't take 2 seconds to type something up? Nah.
All
But
right,
my vote's
well,
going to
let's
Mega and Ian.
Alright.
Neither of them are winning. Who won?
So we got 3 for Chris.
What?
2 for Ian.
1 for Mega.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, 2 for Mega.
Mega.
So,
right?
let's see, we
Did
got...
Nick win? Does
We
Nick
So
got
it's Chris
win?
won.
one.
Chris
Yeah,
won.
Chris won. Alright, yay.
Yes, indeed he did.
Congratulations, Chris. Girls Bravo. Fuck me. Why can't I at least get the win for Girls Bravo?
Because you
Come
wanted
on.
That
it.
sounds so disappointing.
Because you need to be tortured a lot more.
Jesus.
Okay, good. I can be up past 23.
Okay, anyway, that brings our total winnings to myself at 18, Christopher at 13, Nicholas at 7.
Nicholas.
I can't really make a thing for Ian's name. Ian at nothing.
You could just call him Ian.
I am at 19 losses in a row, never having won anything. GOG at nothing. Paul at 2, having won both the times he was on. And Mega at 3. Congratulations, Christopher. Very fitting, actually, I suppose, as it brings sadness to people.
Brings
Indeed.
sadness to me.
Yeah, your people, I think.
Oh, wait. Chris, you gave yours to Mega and Ian, right?
Yeah.
He didn't give anything to anyone.
Oh, that's... Alright, so Ian has 3 votes then.
Fuck off. We're fucking done. Next.
No, we have to flip for it.
Nah,
No,
you're not part of the
I
Ultra
already read
Council,
off
are
the
you?
things. It's good.
Well, they're
Ultra
incorrect. Well, potentially, anyway.
Wait, how
They're
does
good.
how
Ultra
does
Council.
Ian have 3?
Because I voted for Ian, Iggy voted for Ian, and then Chris voted for Ian.
Does that mean I finally won something?
No,
No,
it
Potentially.
doesn't.
Is a Ultra Council. What are we doing about this?
Saying fuck it, it's not happening.
Chris wins.
Yep, that's the same sentiment.
Yep.
All
Ultra
right.
Council's done.
Is no one allowed to be happy today? Is that it?
I'm happy.
I'm not. Neither is Ian.
Ian, are you happy?
Nah.
That's okay. Neither here nor there.
God damn it.
No one's allowed to be happy. There is no happiness in this place. You only live in a...
Chris, you just fucked over Nick. Are you happy?
Oh, man. Let me tell you.
I think we're all pretty happy today.
So are you guys gonna convene and ban that practice now, or what?
Oh, no, yeah, we're done with that. If we can't recommend the same thing.
We cannot all recommend the same anime. At least we can't do that again. If 2 people happen to accidentally have the same anime, fuck it. I don't give a shit.
No, I mean, I care about that. I think it should all be unique.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just work like that for now. It's fine. Don't
You
worry about
guys
it.
do know that you could just convene again and then break that rule whenever you want.
No.
Yes, you can easily do that because you're the Ultra Council.
Yeah, but not everyone on the Ultra Council will agree with that.
If it's to fuck with me, you guys are all gonna agree. And that's
Well,
the only time. That's the
we'll
only
cross-
time you guys would ever break that rule. So
Cross
there's no
those
point in
roads
putting in
when
the
we
rule in the
fucking
first
burn.
place.
We'll cross
the
those
rules
roads
to
when we
prevent
burn
you
them.
from abusing it is what the rule really is.
How the fuck am I gonna abuse it?
I don't know.
Nick, you're an abuser. Let's
Like,
just
who am
move
I gonna
forward.
coalesce with? Ian? The 2 of us can't pick the 3 of you.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a shame, isn't it?
You have no power here. Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
forward. Forward.
God damn it, why?
Forward.
Why do you do this to me?
So corners are a thing, and I could do them this week since I actually did find someone good. But otherwise than that, we have anything else we want to talk about. Now is more or less the time to do that before we do the ending ceremonies, essentially.
Oh god, there's 2 seasons. I forgot about that.
So it isn't a
Okay.
problem for us since our thing says do 1 season, but Nick is insane.
He's an
Yeah.
overachiever, and he has time.
Kill me, please.
Oh, don't worry, we all want
There
to
is
die.
no end. There is no out. And
I think we're good to start the corners.
Corners
I have
are
stuff I
ready
could
to
talk
do
about,
your
but I think
thing.
corners are better.
does everyone have a corner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the music on the internet corner.
All right,
Doesn't
what
even
do
need
you
to be on
got?
the internet. But yes, Nick has the Twitch corner because he watches a lot of Twitch. I have cool things on the YouTube sides of stuff, and Mega has what he's basically already done. Talk about an odd, abstract video game he's played. Why these corners exist anymore, I'm not sure, but we still have them.
I think it was to add more time to the podcast.
We really didn't need to. We really didn't. Like, it was just something to fill the void that the fucking fan fiction left. God, remember those days? Let's not do that again.
Ugh. Yeah, never.
What's wrong with fan fiction?
What isn't wrong with it? Anywho. We have the curator of corners who's currently mumbling his way
Sup?
through Rivellon. So let's do that. Do your
Sup?
job.
Yeah, I said Ian should go.
Did you?
Yeah.
Anyone hear that?
I didn't
Apparently
actually
not.
hear it. But if
Apparently
I'm going
not.
first, I guess I'll go first for some
Oh,
music
shit.
for Nick to put in, I guess, if it isn't copyright.
We
I'm
haven't put
not.
very many links in this. It's not copyright. You can't play stuff in your videos. If you link to it, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Meltdown by Waterflame.
Get the link.
Meltdown by what?
That is the link. I posted a link, but it does that thing whenever I paste it, so hang on. If I just get rid of HTTPS, it might fix it.
Is it
Yes.
Anything with giblets? Giblets are
It's a
nothing I can
techno
do.
song that's 6 minutes and 25 seconds long. And you see, that's all the corner is for anyone that was wondering. Congratulations, we put a lot of work and heart into our.
So, Ian, what's
Indeed.
the theoretical physics behind this water flame meltdown? Please, explain in detail.
He makes good music. This is one of his latest pieces. I really just like it.
That's all, folks.
That's Woody Woodpecker from the acclaimed television show Mad Max.
We're not doing this again. We
Doing
already
what
did this
again?
bit.
What bit?
Leaving it there.
Okay.
I think it was last podcast. Anywho, Curator Corners, your job is up again.
Boy, let's go. Let's see what Nick has. He suffered. What does he have?
Oh
for
boy,
us?
it's my turn. Well, since I'm taking over Iggy's corner for this week.
I said I could do it, but
Since
alright.
I'm taking over Iggy's corner for this week.
I said I could do it, but alright.
Since I'm taking over Iggy's corner for this week.
I said I could do it, but
Since
alright.
I'm taking over Iggy's corner this week.
I said I could do it.
Since
but,
I'm taking over Iggy's corner this week.
I'm doing it again.
I'm going to be recommending the one, the only, the man with over 26 Let's Plays, all very in-depth and very long, Mr. Sugar Conroy.
I believe you've talked about him before on the podcast, although not through a recommendation.
Indeed I have. You see, Mr. Sugar Conroy is the granddaddy of Let's Plays. He has been going for a very long time now after he was inspired by people like Proton John and such. Now, his Let's Plays are like no other. He goes super in-depth on whatever game he's playing, and he goes as far as possible to make sure that it's entertaining, informational, and overall just a great time. For instance, with his Xenoblade Chronicles Let's Play. That's his favorite game of all time, and it really shows. Like, he had done so much work for that one Let's Play. Like, it took him 2 years of research, playing through the game multiple times, and the making of multiple graphics to show up on screen for different information. Like, that Let's Play is amazing, because it's just so detailed, but it never feels too informational. Like, he has this way with games where he's able to make it so that despite the overwhelming amount of information that he gives you, he still makes it enjoyable to listen to, which is fantastic. And it doesn't matter what game he's playing, he keeps that consistent throughout all of the episodes of each of his Let's Plays, which is also just great. And he makes sure to go into the extras of each Let's Play that he does as well, like all the post-game stuff, all of that. And on top of that, no matter the difficulty of doing so, he does it. Like, for instance, the 100 trials for Okami. Like, the 100 trials are just that. It's 100 trials. It's very tedious, it's very boring, and it's very long. However, he made all the videos for it, detailing what actually happens in there. Or with Splatoon. You wouldn't think that a Let's Play of Splatoon would be that good, considering that the main story is just an afterthought to the multiplayer, but he did it. He made a Let's Play for Splatoon, and it is wonderful. You see, at the end of each story mission, he starts going into, like, the multiplayer stuff. You know, he makes sure to go through every facet of the Let's Play. Or every facet of the video game, making sure that you know, like, that it's great. And he's great because of it. He's awesome. He's fantastic.
Dedicated YouTube fan.
Yeah. I watched... Like, I just spent one summer once just watching through all of his Let's Plays. And that was up to...
That's sad.
I had a lot of time. And that was like over 16 of his Let's Plays. So all of them at the time. And he also does stuff on his second channel called The Runaway Guys, where he does stuff with Proton John and the Deco Priest's son, and potentially others depending on the game, like Mario Party or whatnot. Or Fortune Street. And he's great there because not only is he great at doing informational stuff, he's also great in a party with people, because he's punny, funny. He's great.
Bunny,
I love
bunny.
him. Funny, yeah. He's hilarious. He has great rapport with people. And, yeah. Awesome. Favorite
There we
Let's
go.
Player.
And you see, that was infinitely longer than
Yep.
So, curator, do thing.
Oh, Canada, go.
I had a feeling it was going to be me next. So after remembering about the corners and looking at what I have, I decided to talk about a Super Nintendo game today.
a stupid Nintendo game or a Super Nintendo game.
Super Nintendo. You know the Nintendo that's super?
Yes, people say it's better than most things today, which is hyperbolic.
Time Chamber.
Dragon Ball Z reference. So the game that I want to talk about is a game called Acterace. So
Do it.
this was developed by a company called Quintet, which still seems no, it says they're not around anymore. But they didn't make a few stuff. Not generally big stuff. Although it says here for development support, it says Shenmue on it, so that's pretty much one of the big things. But it was published by Square Enix, which this has RPG elements to it, but in a different way. Because this is kind of like a platforming RPG sim type of game, where the platforming is like just there's nothing big when it comes to the platforming stuff. The main thing is the city building, because your character is kind of like a god that watches over specific cities, which off the top of my head, I actually can't remember how many there are. But the way that you level up in this game is by populating the cities one after another. After a city reaches a certain amount of people in it, you'll level up. The townspeople will give you gifts. And the way that you populate the city is you have to get rid of a few enemy spawners by guiding the villagers to build towards that, and then pretty much do like a ritual sealing type of thing, and then just build until the village is maxed out. The platforming aspect is where you fight the bosses, which every village has two platforming levels. One when you first get there, and the other one when you have to stop like the bigger boss before moving on. There are some magic type stuff, if I recall, and the game. I'm not big when it comes to games like SimCity and stuff like that, but for this, I actually do like it just for the fact that you earn your health and everything as you're doing it. So for me, I feel more progression when it comes to this type of thing. Although the sequel to this took that out. So the sequel, yeah, there's only two of these, and they're both on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
The sequel's only the platforming. Although the sequel, from what I've seen in speedruns and that, is a lot harder. I've actually only been able to beat this game once.
Oh, that hard.
And yeah, it's just the fact that it's one of those games where it's like near the end you have to fight all the bosses again, and the
Final boss rush.
yeah, and the final boss of the game is actually quite challenging. But when I actually finally defeated this game, which I want to say was probably like 2 years ago, I felt good inside finally beating a game that I've enjoyed. But the only small problem that I have with this, it does relate to the sim part of the game, where when you get rid of the enemy spawners with the whole ritual thing, you have to wait until your city grows. So it's pretty much like you can put your controller down, do other stuff, and then come back to see if it's still going up or not. If you want to max out the village, although you can't max out all the villages at once because there's some stuff that you have to do in other villages to bring a specific item to finish a village up. When I beat the game, I actually screwed up on it. I actually destroyed half of my village at one point, and they didn't like me as much. But that's because I actually selected the wrong item. But I was still able to beat it in that same session, which, oh god. But if you're the type of person that likes platforming games, RPGs, and a little bit of a sim type of game, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you don't like the building the city aspect to it, in that case I wouldn't recommend it because most of the game you have to focus on that. So for me, I would have to give this 7.5 or 8 because I'm one of those people that's not big on the whole Sims type of game, but I actually do enjoy this game quite a bit.
There.
That's it for me.
All right. Nice. So it's not quite a game I would enjoy, but all right.
Sounds cool. Decent. It's a game.
I'm convinced, Nick.
I know you are. I know.
But what am I?
You are my lover. My passion.
Maybe in a past life in which I was a water flea and you were a frog, but not now.
Can't... Wait, a water flea and a frog?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It doesn't. That's the point.
That's...
Got rejected, Nick. Anyway. Curating.
I'm used to it.
A thing.
What's up?
You have yourself left to do your I did. Oh wait, weren't you
Dominic.
doing like
Go. Dominic.
I'm done. I mean, Nick did it for me.
Right, it's a sad piece of shit. Nick, do your actual corner.
I did.
Don't you have other corners that you usually do?
I mean, it was taking over Iggy's for this week, and that follows as mine.
Thus finishing. Like we actually care about getting all these done. Chris, just do your corner, which is essentially either actually saying something or just being like, "Nah, it's done."
No. The other thing I want to say is that I had to get some stuff done, and once I get stuff done here, I'll get a lot more free time, which will be nice.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
But until that shit's done, I have to do a lot of boring bullshit, like wake up early on Thursdays.
That sounds awful.
Waking up in general is awful. I don't know what Thursday has to do with it.
Well, because so in IoT, at least the way it works here, is there's 3 phases, and you start off as a phase 4, and then there's phase 5 and phase 5 plus. Phase 4, you have the least privileges of all. You have to use issued linen. You have to do a duty. You have to do a duty every day. Essentially clean the barracks. Yeah, no, that's about it.
All right.
It just takes up a lot of time because you have to show up to a formation, you have to clean, and then you have to form up again afterwards and get evaluated that your cleaning was okay. And then you also have to wake up early on Thursdays. That way you can turn in the linens. That way they can wash them for you, because they don't trust they trust you to wash your clothes, but not to wash your beddings.
Peculiar.
So, yeah. You gotta turn in your linen. And then you have to go back and get your linen. that same Thursday, so that's a little more time. So it's just generally an annoying process. But if I do if I do some things, I can get to be phase 5, which will allow me to forego the phase 4 duty. I can get my own linen, and I don't have to wake up early on Thursdays. And also, additionally, I can wear civilian clothes. 'Cause as of now, I can literally I can, or at least outside of my room, I can only wear a military uniform. Kind of
Peculiar.
annoying, kind of sucks. Yeah.
I would assume there's no practical purpose for that.
I don't know, just looks neater on the military base, I guess. To have people walking around in military attire.
That's something, I guess.
I don't know. All I know is I can't wear civilian clothes, and that'll be a slight benefit once I'm phase 5, which I'll hopefully get this week. Yeah.
Right.
And
Empty
that was the
noises.
last corner.
That
So-
marks the closing ceremony, unless anyone has anything else to talk about.
Net
How long
neutrality.
has it been?
is a
I don't
thing.
think
Let's not.
I don't think I have anything else to talk about.
Call
I do,
your
but it's not very important.
representative. Mega, you call our representatives.
Tell them you're from Canada, but you're high. I mean, it's not like this affects a lot more than just America.
Yeah, considering
It
that
affects
America's
everyone.
kind of the leader in internet.
Yeah.
Despite, like, a lot of internet traffic goes through America.
Where is the internet? Like, where is the internet hosted?
Servers worldwide.
The internet is
Is there
everywhere.
like but there's got to be like the biggest, most central.
Most of that's in America, like data centers and whatnot.
Yeah, so I imagine this is going to fuck up a few things.
And VPNs do not work because, with net neutrality being repealed, they could then block VPNs, so that wouldn't be able to get around it.
No,
They can make it so that you can only watch their websites.
it's not quite like that.
It's still really bad if it gets repealed.
It's bad. Don't worry, because it's going to be fucking messing with the porn, and as soon as people realize it's messing with the porn, there will be violent outbreaks.
Oh, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Porn
the great
is the
equalizer
backbone
is
of
being
America.
messed with. America's freaking pastime is being endangered. It won't last long.
And if it does somehow get repealed, download your porn now, kids.
What's going on?
The internet is dying.
Yeah, the FCC announced its plan to repeal net neutrality, which net neutrality is a series of acts first set in place by Bush, but then reinforced by Obama to ensure that all data is treated equally. So without it, your ISP could charge varying rates for different websites, or have the websites themselves pay the ISP to make sure that the internet speed to their website is fast, or faster than everyone else.
Basically, the world's gonna end.
For
Yeah.
like a month, if it happens, before someone fucking ends up hanging the guy that fucking invented it. I would not want to be that guy. I
I
don't
mean-
think for any amount of money I would ever want to be that guy.
The thing is, it's very easy to stop all this harassment.
How so?
You just don't go through with it.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem to be the case here, does it?
Yeah, no. You see,
So how does that guy, people have got to be really pissed at that guy. I don't know his name, I just know he's some Indian guy.
name is Ajit Pai. However, he's not he's a symptom of the wider problem, which is the ISPs having monopolization. Like, a lot of anti-net neutrality people are saying that, oh, well, the competition will make sure that the prices don't go up. However, there's no competition. If there was competition, then sure, fucking net neutrality could be repealed and it would probably be fine. It's still better to have it in place, but if there was competition, then there would be a lower likelihood of things going to complete shit. However, each ISP currently has control of their own sector, and there's not enough like Google Fiber is the main competition with traditional ISPs, but even they are getting blocked from expanding in certain locations, meaning that the competition for those locations are stopped. Like they have localized monopolies right now. Like while it's technically not a monopoly and there are some very small, very, very small competitors, they're not big enough to actually even threaten them to the point where they basically don't matter. Which is unfortunate. Because competition is good.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, call your representative.
Except, you know, by the time this comes out, it'll already be over.
Yeah.
No. This will probably be out by like the 7th
Happy
of December.
Easter.
The vote for... It's not going to be Easter. The vote for net neutrality is going to happen on the 14th, I believe. But yeah, call your representative. That means you,
Something
Chris,
you should do.
military man, has more sway than the average Joe.
I don't have more sway. I'm a lowly private.
You're still a military man, Chris.
That way. Hell, I don't
You
even.
shoot guns
I don't
and
even
shit.
count. I barely
and fight
count as
ISIS.
a military man.
You count more than the average Joe. So call.
At 1-800. I don't know how to fucking...
You can just go to battleforthenet.com, type in your zip code or whatever, and it'll tell you, tell you who to call. Give you the number.
Ghostbusters.
I was about to make that joke.
Anyway, another thing that happened this week: EA getting shit on.
I mean,
A
we
lot.
don't need to fucking comment on that. That fucking... Everyone knows what happened there.
Yeah, everybody except the person that doesn't know.
Look hard
Recap.
for that information.
Loot boxes, 40 hours to unlock Darth Vader, people uproar, bad replies, EA shuts down loot boxes and microtransactions in
For
Star
now.
Wars Battlefront 2 for now. To attempt to appease them, they got slapped by the Big Daddy Disney for making drama with Star Wars. It was a fun time. Most downvoted comment in Reddit history. I watched it as it unfolded. It was nice.
It was fun, but it's not going to change anything.
You say that, but there was... I'm hoping.
It's EA, dude. They didn't lose money on this. They gained money.
I don't know. Actually, I mean, we won't know
purpose.
until, like, the sales numbers come out. And even then, like, the sales numbers are not very, open to us.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Except when it goes too far. And on Black Friday, there have been images... Well, they could have been staged, I guess.
It's very easy to fucking sway public opinion with staged images.
Yeah.
Doubt everything. And fuck.
Whatever. Here's hoping that the pushback was enough.
It's not. Spoiler alert.
I'm hoping.
Congratulations.
Let me have hope.
I'm telling you.
Don't. Let me
Look.
have hope.
Do you have hope?
Yes.
There you had it now. So nothing was going to change. It's literally going to affect nothing. They're going to do it again by fucking 2 years from now. And then it's not going to be as big a fucking thing because who cares at this point?
Well then. That was my microphone falling over.
Thought it was, yeah, all right, that's fine.
It's gonna stay falling over for now.
Suppose
Makes sense.
this is the end of the world.
The world as we know
As
it.
we know it? Yeah, I guess.
Yep. We all went off on that.
Wow, that is terrible.
And I feel
That
fine.
is great.
Is that the next part of the song?
I mean, they repeat the end of the world as we know it a few times, but then they say, and I feel fine.
Okay.
Chicken Little, man.
Was it?
It was in Chicken Little.
Okay. I'll believe you.
Remember when they sold fucking chicken nuggets with fucking Chicken Little branding?
Do not. I do not.
Fucking great. Chicken Little shaped chicken nuggets. Fucking, that's the message you want.
Chicken Little.
I think it was fucking, what are those fucking disgusting TV dinners for kids?
There's a lot of them.
It was the one with the penguin. It was fucking a very popular children's fucking TV dinner brand.
Crunchables?
No,
No.
not Lunchables. You
The
know
one
what I'm
with
talking
Penguin.
about. Ian. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
know.
just don't
The
know the name.
Penguin? Kid Cuisine?
Kid Cuisine.
Kid Cuisine.
Boy.
I believe they had the
Boy.
promotion from it.
Kid Cuisine was the shit.
It was the shit until you realized what you were eating, and then you realized this is not that great. But it had a brownie,
Oh,
so you
no.
know, it had a disgusting brownie, but it was sweet.
It was great. Don't you knock Kid Cuisine?
They're not around anymore, and I wonder why.
Are they not around
Because they
anymore?
weren't
Did
very
they die?
nutritious.
I haven't seen them in years.
They're still around. I work at a shop. I work at a grocery store for whatever.
You stock
know.
Kid Cuisine?
Yes, we do.
God, I feel sorry for
Ian
you.
stocks. Ian stocks Kid Cuisine.
No, I don't. I just bag
He
it.
does. He does. No, you stock Kid Cuisine.
I don't know. That's not like stalking. It's any worse than anything. I was talking about the store in general. Whatever. Yeah. On that note, shall we end?
Yeah.
Sure. Also, yeah, no, it's still around. Huh. Kid Cuisine. Who knew?
Apparently, Ian.
And I would like to say that this is the first time in a while that the podcast has been under 3.5 hours. Wow.
Is it really? It feels
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's been longer.
It's only been 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 20 seconds now.
You say that, but it's still like 3 times longer than most podcasts.
Yeah, but it's more reasonable at 3 hours than 5 or 4.
I like it.
Plus, we talk about stuff, so that's cool.
End it.
Thank you all for watching. Just bye.